So that was completely my fault because I had monitor on, but no output. Sorry, guys. Ah, I had a great big dumb there. Let's get back on track here. All right. So, if it's your first time joining, this is Adventures in Orilond Moonfall. Normally, we don't have these issues. But let's go through some information real fast. I need to make sure that I actually have one of the things set properly because I suspect I did not get all of my commands set. Hello, there goes half my face. And then there, yeah, sure. Yeah, we don't need my face. Anyways, meantime, if you want to keep up with us other places, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TornPixie Twitch, as well as on Facebook at TornPixie. Not spam filters, chat commands. We'll have the players stuff in a moment. We do have an open Discord if you guys would like to jump into that at some point. AIO players, do I have you guys on? Moonfall. There we go. For everyone else's information, there we go. There's information on all of our players where you can find them at on Twitter. We also have, are the rest of these set? I don't think so. Lasers and Liches is off. If someone wants to drop the Lasers and Liches in, exclamation point LAL is Lasers and Liches. They are the people behind the Retroverse. It's really awesome stuff. They have a Kickstarter right now. You guys should check it out, and if you can get in on it, get in on it. Also, where is Maychance Press? Discord. There's Magehand Press. We also use content from Magehand Press. We use the dark matter stuff. It's really awesome. Also, well worth checking out. I believe that's most of our stuff. I do have the add NPC disabled right now. Typically, how the add NPC works is donations of $25 before break allow the ability to bring in a guest player who will play an NPC, and chat decides whether they will work for the party or against the party. Like I said, that is off right now. We are running a campaign in support of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. If you want to know more about their work, you can find it through the donate link, which should work as well. Other than that, I think it's time to get into everybody actually introducing themselves and into game. We'll go starting from left to right. So, Ecom.
Hello, I am Ecom Black Moon. You can find me all over the place as Ecom Black Moon. I am a longtime gamer. I play Caramottin Fitzlebottom, who happens to be a very jaded and charming succubi monk. And her goal is to make sure that everyone succeeds in restoring Orilond to what it should be.
All right. Next up is Kyo.
Hi, I'm playing Thatch Thistlebottom, the ranger, the Kendar ranger, whose personal goal in life is to, honestly, just amuse himself and protect his pack, which is all of you knuckleheads. I also have no online presence other than here, so.
All right, and next we have Ixar.
Hi, I'm XR121, and today I will be playing Berkrin Silverstone. Apparently he's an edgelord druid. I don't know where that came from. It was news to me.
Something about a scythe.
I stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday around 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I stream pretty much whatever I want. As for Berkrin, he's a Circle of Twilight druid whose goal was to hunt down and kill all undead, but apparently he's learning things and now isn't so sure that's the right idea. So his goal right now is to learn, apparently. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. All right. Next, we have Possum. Hello.
Hi, I am Possum Gamer. You can find me on Twitch at PossumGMR. I'm on YouTube as Possum Gamer and Twitter as Possum Gamer. I do a lot of video game stuff, a lot of horror game stuff. Today I'll be playing Nyx Velikir. He is a tiefling blood hunter, kind of new to everything here and very carefree and a little bit oblivious. So hopefully he's here to have a good time with everybody.
Alright, and I believe that leaves us with Psycho Killer.
I'm Psycho Killer. I'm going to play Armor Silverbird, who was teleported here. I am a cleric dwarf, and you cannot find me on the internet.
Oh.
He's my
Outside of here.
I was about to say, sorry to tell you, you're on the internet right now.
Also, you can find him on the internet if you look for the first RLC out through Rocket League.
Alright, so who wants to recap?
Last week, we went shopping, and we bought a bus. And Berkrin
That
bought a
was
potted plant.
descriptive.
That's most of what happened. Oh, hold on. I'm remembering something. Kara tried to mount a crossbow and got in trouble.
I feel like I missed something important there.
You've missed a few things. I actually need to. I
Did
need
not
to.
try, succeeded. It's now a matter of making the hatch to access said crossbow that is on top of the bus.
Oh, God. Somebody else
Okay.
recap. Somebody's got to be better than I am.
Last week on Orilond Moonfall, our party went in search of equipment, items, upgraded gear. We found quite a bit of it. We also found, I'm not entirely certain why our druid loves his scythe so much, but he does. We also needed transport, as because we decided we were going to head towards the mountains in... I always screw this up. Duilleagan Airgid? Alright, good enough. So we're now heading in that direction after purchasing ourselves a lovely bus thing. It's good for transport and, hey, road trip. On the way there, we stopped for a quick king camp and lunch, and were attacked by... And I cannot remember what the name of these things are off the top of my head. Someone remind me, please. Bashiks, that's it.
Whoa.
And in the middle of... Bajiniks. Better? Thank you. In the middle of combat, the ranger suddenly remembered that these things act very territorial, especially when young are involved. So we retreated and allowed them to retain their personal property and area. That is where we left off.
Alright, thank you. So, you guys went to bed after that, correct?
Yes. We all bunked down, I believe, in and around the bus.
Yes.
Yeah,
Probably.
because someone was sleeping on top.
That
Can't
was
remember.
me.
Yep.
Yeah, the badger was sleeping in it, and I was sleeping on the badger.
Of course. Alright, so, with that, you guys wake up the next morning. It's a gorgeous day. You hear all the birds chirping and animals doing their animal things.
Oh my.
Oh my, yes. So what do you guys want to do?
I believe we are going to continue our path to Duilleagan Airgid. Since we have the vehicle, we have the path, and that is our final destination, so have breakfast, load up, check the area, make sure we're safe, and keep moving.
You know, as strange as it may sound, where I'm from, nature's a lot quieter.
Your nature must be very boring and have less birds shouting at each other to have horrible, horrible bird sex.
Could also be animals fear the roaming hordes of undead. I'm not certain. Well, I mean, I'm certain. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Well, aren't you a Debbie Downer in the morning?
Yes. Who's Debbie?
I don't know, but I'm calling you Double D from now on.
Okay. So I think we just pack up and go, right?
Sure.
Yeah, no.
I think that's the plan.
Yep.
I make sure that my potted plant was not eaten again. Still high. It still should be on a high shelf.
It's a big badger.
I know.
Berkrin.
That's why I'm checking.
Berkrin, you haven't shown me your plant. What's its name?
I haven't shown you my plant because the badger ate it the first time. I had to get a new one.
Hmm.
And it's a little sapling.
What's its name?
Franklin.
Franklin.
Yes, Franklin.
I start kind of. Do you have it out? Are you like showing me?
Yeah, I have the potted plant like this. It's like Franklin.
I'm kind of like flicking the leaves and saying, "Hello, Franklin. Nice to meet you."
Where I'm from, it's pretty brown and desolate. I like green.
So, are you happy you have a plant now? Are you so excited you wet your plants?
Well, you have to water it.
God,
It's a good idea to wet your plants daily, Berkrin.
he's so literal. I love him.
All right. So we need to actually define the layout of the bus at some point, so we know like where seats and whatnot are, because I'm sure it'll come up at some point. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
It is a Volkswagen minibus. It does have the standard stuff.
Shotgun.
I'm in the back.
I'm in the back, really
How's it a
wishing I could be
minibus
on the
that can
road.
fit 20 people?
Oh,
Okay, it's a megabus. It's a Volkswagen megabus. Are you happy?
Yes.
it is what it is.
Yeah, I imagine we would probably have a large portion, like, of the seats removed, like, and stacked on the back, so that there's a little bit more room to just lay down and relax.
And the seats are strapped in for if we ever need them again.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that.
I have no objections.
Onward.
To adventure!
Who's driving
Carl-
this?
Not
Carl-
me. A, never let the Kender drive. B, my feet are so short I wouldn't reach the pedals.
I can drive it if we need somebody else.
Can your feet reach the pedals?
Can they? I would assume they can.
They should.
It's a party of shorties.
I mean,
We all cluster around Kara because she can see over our heads and hit things.
We're all quite short, aren't we?
He just defends us by twirling their chain around in a big circle, and anything shorter than that's fine.
Oh my god.
I mean, Carl's only 5'2".
Yeah, you're
Oh no,
taller
am I the
You're taller
tallest?
than me.
Oh no.
I just realized this is probably the shortest group I've ever had, like, played with at all.
Yeah.
Overall,
Yeah,
I made an
everybody
average
is.
height character instead of one that's like
I'm pretty sure
6'5".
I mean,
I'm pretty sure am I tall for a dwarf at 4'11"?
No.
I'm gonna correct that to the shortest in height you've ever played with. The shortest group I ever played with ended up on the first game on top of a hill in copper armor, screaming "All gods are idiots." They found their boots.
The shortest game I ever have, I poked the darkness and died inside 20 minutes. Don't do that.
anyway.
You've been eaten by a grue.
All right. Fun times. Fun times.
I am 6 feet tall.
Refocus.
Oh God,
You
you
are
just
the
tower over
So
everyone.
yeah.
Actually, you would be on the tall side for dwarves because dwarves are between 4 and 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
So
Tall and broad.
Yeah, we've got
You're all
dwarf
kind
type
of like my
A,
children.
dwarf type B, short woman, even shorter, because Kendar. I didn't even realize that. And you know what? When Mag is back, gnome also short.
We can all fit in the luggage.
Man,
That
if
is one
Nick thinks
oversized
that we
bus
can
right
be
now.
the Pee-wee party.
That's how we can get into buildings without anybody knowing. We just have Carl haul us in his luggage and say we're like carry-on baggage or something.
Big Papa Nix, but I think Nix is the youngest.
Oh, yeah. Oh no.
Well, how old is Nix?
He is 22.
Yeah, I think he might be the youngest because the Kinder doesn't know how old he is.
Nope.
Berkrin's got to be at least 30.
Berkrin is 49.
Yeah.
Oh.
So not that old for a dwarf. Technically, he's still young because they don't reach. They're young until 50. Okay, we really need to refocus and get back to whatever's going
Yes.
on.
Yes.
What's going on is you guys are traveling. It is day 2 out of what would be a 3-week travel. So I need to do my thing here.
Oh.
And remember, we are not slowed down by difficult terrain at all.
Oh.
Even in a vehicle?
Yep. The glories of a whisper knife.
Fun.
Alright. So, if you guys have anything else you'd like to do for the day, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, you guys finish the day with no issues.
Foraging!
Or
Boy, that's a terrible roll.
you find some berries,
Oh.
like a couple handfuls. You're not sure what they are.
So basically, on
They're
the
kind
side
of
the
like a
road is-
purpley red color.
I'm not sure I want to eat these if I don't know what they are. That sounds like a bad idea. Oh wait, I'm a Kendar. I ate one.
So give me an idea of what's around us. Is
Give
it like
me a
forest on
Constitution
either
roll.
side? Wait, what happened? Oh god, you just ate a random berry, didn't you?
Of course.
I rolled a 1. Oh, this is awful. I'm going to have my character updated and then die within the first 10 minutes.
Alright,
Get
Worm.
lost.
you take 4 poison damage, and you, yes, are now poisoned.
Blah, I throw up on the dwarf,
Which one?
Which one?
whichever's closest.
I'm at the bus, so probably not me.
I mean, I'm
Wait, you're-
probably near you.
Actually, I probably ate them while we were traveling, which means I'm in the back of the bus with you.
Okay.
How
I've
many
been
did you
thrown
eat?
up on.
Oh, just one.
Just one. Okay. Okay.
How
I'm
many
in a
do you have
Bakender, but I'm
left?
not stupid. Mostly.
I look at you, just deadpan, and I go, "Does your badger eat your barf? Because this is gross."
And he's a badger, so possibly. I don't know.
I will
Karu-
try to just get it off me. Go, no, ew.
Well, this turned disgusting. Traveling on.
What
I
did
was
it
gonna
taste like?
say. What?
Okay, so apparently the Stars Wismo is in an endless dab and T-Rex arm flapping loop at
Okay.
Car's house.
Good to know.
We would
So,
know this,
how-
but that's happening.
However, that affects everything going on over there, DM.
Yep.
Before we head off, I would like to know around us, just like our trees and stuff, right?
Yeah, trees. I mean, you
We're-
guys have it's a gravel road. It's not heavily traveled. It's got grass growing up, like where you can tell once upon a time maybe it had been used a bit more. There's a lot of grass growing up between the gravel, not just down the center, but like in the treads.
So I'm wondering, just along the side of the road as we're packing up our camp, is there like dirt that I can see?
Yeah.
So, for no particular reason at all, I want to go kneel down in the dirt and put my hand on the ground. And, just consistently cast Druidcraft for about 30 seconds and make little flowers blossom all around me.
Okay. Go
What
for
kind
it.
of flowers?
It
Pretty
varies.
flowers.
It varies just pretty much. In all technicality, he didn't really see many flowers at home.
Hold on.
So it's whatever manages to grow here.
Okay, hold on. Kjol casted Cure Wounds. Go ahead and roll a d30.
D30. Okay.
That is magic.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Alright, it goes off normally. So go ahead and...
Roll a 1d8 plus your
Yep.
So 7 plus 5. So, cool. I'm back up to full health. Probably still nauseous as I'll get out, though.
Yeah, but are you still poisoned is the question, because, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It is cure wounds, not cure poison.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm probably still poisoned for a while. Fun.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, so you throw up on me, and Kjol, and cast, is out on, so you cast Cure Wounds on yourself, and then I look at you and I go, that's not going to cut it. And I place my hand on your shoulder and cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. We need another d30 roll.
One of these are gonna go
Magic
badly.
is fun. Oh.
Oh
dear.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Roll that 1d4, XR.
Don't open portals to the plane of elemental fire in the back of the bus. That's not where they go.
Okay, two. So what
right.
happens when I cast Lesser Restoration?
So,
Oh,
this
God.
is a touch one, so the range part is negated. Go ahead and roll the amount of healing it would have done. And then half
Would
it.
have done?
And a heal.
It's here. I'll click the
I
thing
think-
so you see what it does.
Mhm.
Wait, no.
That does make the DM's life easier when you guys do that.
Yeah.
Creature.
Just cures the poison.
Ooh.
That should be all it does. Although I would
think-
imagine that if it goes wrong, I become poisoned instead.
Magic is strange in this world, Berkrin.
I think what we'll do, because we hadn't ran into this situation before, is we'll rule that in instances where it's an effect, it's not something that has any sort of damage or range. It shortens the length of time by half. So instead of just completely getting rid of it, it's halved. So he would be cured at this point. Because he had
Oh, so
another,
it
like,
speeds up the process.
it only
okay.
speeds up instead of removing completely.
Gotcha.
That should make
I
you
think
feel
that's
a little
fair.
bit better. Maybe you won't throw up on me again.
And while they're doing that, Kara would have worked on the hatch at night before going to bed.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a tinker check.
Tinker, tinker,
Okay. Do you remember where we left off with that? I know last time you had a fail.
I had a
lost
success, then a fail, and now a success.
Right. Success. Alright, so it's almost complete. It still needs a bit more work.
Excellent.
Estimate long as you don't have issues another 2 days.
I should probably be mapping this as we go too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This bit would have been on your map.
Mm-hmm.
So if we encounter places that aren't on my map, let me know.
Will do.
So, Carl will go and get back in the driver's seat, and I figure we would, I mean, if we actually want to go throughout the night, we could do that, since Berkrin can also drive.
I mean, that's up to you guys. What about you, Seiko? Is there anything that Armak wants to do?
Charge his ring.
Okay. What's he gonna do to charge his ring?
I cast spells in it.
Do you have a specific spell you're casting in it?
Humans.
That'd be a good one.
It doesn't actually do anything yet. It just stores a spell slot.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a spell.
I'll be trying to feed my bird a worm, and I'll just give up after about 10 minutes.
Yeah, Smoke's just gonna look. Okay. Smoke's just gonna kind of look at you like you lost your mind somehow. You've been around each other for a few years. It's a little confused on why you're trying to feed it, because it should be a known thing that it doesn't need any of that.
So Smoke's just like...
Feed the bird.
I've never seen you eat. I didn't realize this before. You don't eat, do you? And I throw the worm just like into the dirt.
And the badger eats it.
It's like,
Berkrin, where did you get that raven?
you know, the raven's been with me since my mother died. It sort of just showed up the day after, and it's been with me ever since.
Then she's a gift of nature.
It would seem. Maybe that's why Smoke doesn't have to eat.
Was your mother a queen?
My mother was a farmer like me. Before that, I suppose she was... You know, I never asked about the hierarchy of the Citadel. I was always so busy learning about how evil undead were. Which apparently is totally wrong, and I don't know what...
I don't know who I am anymore!
I'm just...
You now have you now have a Kendar wrapped around your chest going, "It's okay, I still love you."
Well, Berkrin's kind of just looking at you, and he goes, "You remind me of someone."
And then we both face plant because the badger wants a hug too and leaps upon us.
Oh,
I mean, if it's a dog pile, Nyx is leaping on too.
And Kara's in the front seat like, "Don't you turn this thing around, damn it!"
No, Kara's just gonna look back and go, "Oh, children," and keep driving.
Ow.
Are we there yet?
I will sort of just push them off of me and just go, "It's weird having friends again. It's been a while."
See, he has this edgy exterior, but I saw you grow those flowers earlier.
He's just a big softy.
You're not all darkness.
99 bodies, cobalt on the wall, 99 bodies of cobalt. You take one down, you pass it around.
Darkness only lasts until something brings light to the dark, right?
Technically, darkness can't exist without light. We're getting awfully philosophical yet. Are we there yet?
That would have been another day and night, right? Are you guys
Yeah.
just doing your rests here and there, and then unless an encounter comes up?
Yep. As far as I know, anyway.
I never returned that book, and we've now left, and I have the book in my bag, and I'm just like,
I am now terrified that we're going to be hunted by librarian hit squads because that library scares me.
I reach inside and I'm just like, I didn't finish this. And
I am
lean back in the
legitimately-
seat and start reading it again.
I am legitimately terrified right now as a person. Not a Kendar, mind you, because they're immune to fear, but as a person, I'm terrified. As a Kendar, I'm reading over his shoulder.
Did you know?
The Muffin Man?
You know that? What is it? He holds it up and it's a picture of a beholder, and he goes, "Apparently, this can be undead."
I didn't know that. I wonder if it finds us pretty.
Not even sure what that is.
There you go. Now you got it.
I'm not sure either. But
I don't know, but he must go through a fortune if he needs glasses.
certainly seems to have its eye on the ball.
Oh! Yeah, he's a looker, all right.
he's not laughing.
Don't blink.
Am I going to take over driving today, Kara, for the evening?
Go for it. It's entirely up to you. I mean, we can either drive all night or just have a nice restful night in here. But the faster that we get there, the better off we are, I think.
Yeah.
So that would be the end of the second day where they switch places and drive through the night?
Yes.
At which point did Berkrin take his rest? Did he take a rest?
Since we just decided this, no, Berkrin has not taken his rest.
Okay.
I'd say he would probably take his in the morning.
Yeah, that was when Kara starts driving, I would go to sleep, is how I'd figure that would work.
Yep.
Okay.
And Kara only needs 4 hours for a long rest, so.
So I drive like 4 hours, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, unless Berkrin wanted to drive longer. She'd ask him.
Berkrin's used to long nights, so he'll drive until he can't drive anymore and then go to sleep. After Kara takes over. Let me be clear on this. He's not going to sleep while driving.
I could try driving. I don't think I've ever done it before, but it looks easy.
If we had some rope and some sticks and tied them to my feet, I could drive.
We could do, yes. Let's do that. Or maybe
Let's
you can
not.
sit on Berkrin's lap and...
This would be fun, but even I think this is probably a terrible idea. Let's do it.
Maybe we can teach you how to drive another time. And actually have you know how to drive before the rest of us are sleeping while you're driving and we end up in a ditch or something.
Oh, we wouldn't end up in a ditch.
It looks very simple.
Maybe a tree, but...
Oh, honestly, it is quite simple until something leaps out of nowhere and you have to avoid it.
Why would you avoid it when this thing is much larger than most other things? You could just drive right through it.
And if it's, say, a person or an animal,
What are they doing in the road?
it's a fair question.
From my experience, if someone
Committing assisted suicide.
Oh,
from my experience, if someone is jumping in front of a vehicle, whether it be cart, carriage, or motorized, it's typically a way to stop them and get their attention so that they can rob them. So I'm fine with plowing through.
Yes, but I did hail one of those cabs by jumping in front of it into town.
Yeah, let's not do that again, ever.
Except that we were in town, which means there are guards and things to call, and there were other people. We were out in the middle of the woods, which, and by personal experience, is a great place to rob people. No, I'm not telling you which side I was on.
we're
already know.
robbing people. When did we decide this? When are we robbing people?
We're not robbing anybody. I'm just saying if we were going to be stopped, it's a great place to rob people.
Wait. So
So are you saying
So we're stopping.
No,
I'm very confused.
if we were stopped, it's a great place for people to try to rob us.
Oh, I thought you were saying if somebody tried to rob us, we would rob them instead. But
No,
I'm
we
okay
could.
with that.
No, at that point, it's not robbing because dead people don't need stuff.
This is actually...
Wait, so are we stopping or not? I'm very confused.
Are you driving?
I can.
No, are you driving right now? Then you don't get a vote in the matter.
Currently, I'm driving, and Kara will be up soon and take over.
I just realized those show up on stream. Fuck.
Oh?
No.
Oh.
There we go.
Yes.
I'm guessing a bunch of things popped up that you just deleted that I missed.
No, not deleted.
Can't do secretive roles in this instance. And so on.
Oops.
Secrets are hard here.
Naughty secrets.
So, this road, it'll take us to where we need to go. We don't have to take this off any beaten paths.
We'll have to ask Kara when she wakes up.
Kara!
Following the road.
No, car would be up at this
Oh,
point.
you're up? Okay.
I mean, if you were awake or asleep, I go and get you.
Yeah, she literally just kind of chills. She doesn't really sleep.
Meditation.
Kara,
Yes.
is this gonna take us where we need to be?
Is this road gonna take us where we're supposed to be?
Shouldn't
Yep.
you ask? Never mind.
Well, I assume yes. The answer is yes, but anything can happen. Where the Kinder's map is more useful than my knowledge of the road. It's been a few years since more than a few years since I left the city.
So, who can follow a map?
Well, the Kinder and myself, I'm familiar with maps.
Who really needs a map?
Berkrin's sitting here driving and he goes, I'm really bad at following a map. You might want to help.
Incidentally, Thatch is actually behind you making these faces and hand motions as you say these.
Well, I don't think so. I'm just like... So, will this road take us to where we need to be? And he looks right at you.
I just said my name, and you forgot it already.
I'm just laughing. Okay, yeah, sure, Thatch.
According to the map, yes, this road will take us where we need to go, and we have alternate routes if something happens like a tree falls and someone tries to rob us, and then we rob them back. Are you happy now?
Oh no, there's a tree now? Where?
Is the tree trying to rob us? Are we being robbed by the treants?
What are you on about? There are trees everywhere.
Their bark is worse than their bite, you know. Better be careful, they'll throw squirrels at you.
We don't want barkskin disease. That's bad for you.
But everybody likes +2 armor.
No. That's bark skin, not bark skin disease.
Oh, right. Moisturize. Moisturize me.
Maybe never.
So this will be the first time you guys have actually seen his hands extended out, and as you guys are watching him drive, you notice that he has this fur on the back of his hands. It's just like this snow white fur.
Can I pet you?
Are you part badger?
If you didn't.
Okay.
What, Nix?
Are you part badger?
Grip perks his head up at this.
No.
Grip looks disappointed and sits back down.
It's a little more complicated than that.
You're amongst friends. You can tell us anything. And I kind of roll up the sleeves on my outfit as well, and it reveals all the kind of long scars from all the times that I've activated my Blood Hunter abilities. And you don't usually see my wounds kind of sprout when I actually activate them, but the scars are still there, kind of all up both of my arms, and I show those. And
Well, honestly, from what my mother tells me, as her and my father, my brothers, were escaping, the airship was bombing the Citadel, firing cannons, or I'm not even sure, some such. Didn't get into detail on that. She said the rest were all dead. It was only her, my twin brother. It was only her and my twin brother, and she was carrying the two of us. I wasn't even a year old, and she was hit with one of these explosions, and she said some angelic beast rescued her and me. And since then, some sort of blessing from another realm. Or so she said.
So it is said, so it is written.
Nix will pull his sleeves back down and kind of cover up his arms again. It's nice to be open sometimes. I wonder what exactly that does for you.
Aside from make me a bit different than other dwarves.
Maybe that's enough.
I mean, when desperate times call, I can summon some animals to my aid. I was always told that was because of this.
Is that how you found me?
Could be. I'm not always aware when I do it. It's sort of an act of desperation.
Nature does take care of us all in its own ways.
In any case, I have not slept in some time. Kara, would you like to take over?
Certainly.
I can take over. If you want. I can try.
Okay. Carl will take the passenger seat and let Nix try and drive.
Oh, this is gonna go great. I can feel it. Do you teach me how to drive, or am I just winging it?
Here, sit down.
Have you ever driven before, Nix?
No.
Okay.
What do
first
these do?
question,
Can
is
I
this
just start-
automatic or is it manual?
There's 3 of these things down here. What do I do?
Carl will go through instructing how to use a manual transmission vehicle with it first turned off.
Real life me doesn't even know how to drive manual, so.
Okay.
Same.
So, and you. Dexterity.
Me? Oh no.
They
Which
both
one?
said it at the same time.
Nix or Kara, which one?
Okay, cool. At disadvantage, let's go. Ooh. Nice.
Nah. Now. Oh.
All right. So
Oh,
with
we're
gonna die.
that,
We crashing, boys.
And you wouldn't let the Kender drive.
So
The
with
Kinder
that-
would want speed, so we would have been going much faster.
What happened?
with that, stalls out, backfires. It's loud. It is very loud.
So now everything in the forest knows where we are.
Berkrin had been asleep for about 5 minutes. He goes, what in the hell?
Nick's wanted to drive. Go back to sleep.
Everything's fine. Good night. So did I break the vehicle?
No.
Kara, maybe you should drive the rest of the way. I'll watch you.
Observing might be a good idea. Go and take the passenger seat right here. And she'll stand up and move to the side so he can sit there.
I sit down, cross-legged, and just kind of stare intently at the feet and the wheel and everything. Maybe I'll learn to drive this way.
Sometimes watching is the best way. Before we get started, I think I'm going to work on the hatch for just a few moments.
Oh, would you like my help with that?
I think I might be better off. I mean, if you'd like, are you good with your hands?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, since he's helping, that just gives me advantage, right?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So, you end up finishing the hatch sooner than you thought you would.
Excellent. Thank you for your help. And she's going to test it out and pop up. Awesome. Nix, check this out. And she's lifting the hatch so he can...
Awesome possum. Somebody had to do it.
No, nobody had to do that.
Possum.
And as you pop your head out, you see that there's already a mounted crossbow.
Oh. Neat.
Yes.
Oh.
For those times when you need a run and gun.
Interesting. If you're driving, who's shooting this?
Me! Pick me! Pick me!
That seems like a fine idea.
Yep.
Yes! Pick me!
Yeah, you know what? So, Kara's actually going to go ahead and hand 60 crossbow bolts over to Thatch. Have some fun while we're driving.
This is gonna go well.
Yep. And so then Kara's going to get to the seat and start driving, and after doing her thing.
Thang.
Cool.
Right. Okay. So, Berkrin, as you're dreaming, you have a dream about undead. It's non-violent, and you find it in yourself in this dream to actually be merciful. You're not with the group or anything. It's just you back at the place. Brain.
Home.
Yes.
The place.
Yes.
The place.
We'll just go with home for the moment.
Yes.
It sounds like a club in New York. It's the place.
Yes. And
I assume you're talking about Silverstone Isle, or do you mean specifically the Citadel?
the Citadel. Thank you.
Oh.
Words so hard. Okay. And rather than trying to slay or anything, you actually sit down and you have a conversation with his undead. And that's what you have, and it's the end of your dream.
Undead, non-violent, jolly cooperation.
So I'll stretch.
And then Kara will start driving.
I look around and I'm like, oh, did we... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not up yet. Never mind. So I just stretch and fall deeper asleep.
Alright, so we're gonna say that you guys travel another 5 days with no issues. If you want to give me 3 tinker checks, assuming that Nyx would have tried to drive again, they would be at disadvantage.
Sure. And that's dexterity?
Yep.
Okay.
Basically, every morning she would give him a chance to drive.
There's one.
I do want to note, if we actually like physically stop at places, he does the little flower thing at every single place that they stop.
Oh.
Okay.
You love rolling those, don't you?
Gotta get him out now.
So, first day,
Ugh.
it seems like things are going really, really great.
I've got the hang of this.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to drive for a couple hours and everything.
Wow.
The next day, just like you forgot, you stall out the engine, but you don't have any backfires, it's nothing serious.
I've forgotten everything. Help.
And then, on the third attempt, you stall. Not only does the engine backfire, but you hear something fall off.
It's probably fine.
Oh dear.
Kara's immediately going to go outside and check the engine and the rest of the vehicle.
I said help.
You find the muffler on the ground.
That can't
How the-
possibly be good.
Oh, is that...
How the
That's supposed to be attached, isn't it?
by all that's holy and unholy, how did you manage to break the muffler off?
So Berkrin steps out and he sort of looks at this and he goes, "That takes some kind of skill to break it like that."
Yep. Ah.
Thank you.
And
I'll pat you on the back and I'm like, "Well done, I think."
Kara's gonna get underneath and start fixing it.
Well, as Kara's doing that, I'm just like, I
Alright,
don't know how to do this. And I just go over and sit in the grass.
go ahead and give me a tinker check.
Tinker, tinker, tinker.
Alright, you manage fix the muffler, get it fixed on, and you see that there'd actually been a few things that were loose. It wasn't entirely Nyx here. The backfire is what ultimately caused it to jar all the way loose. What do you
We
guys want to
bought
do?
a lemon.
I'd like to actually go through the rest of the undercarriage and make sure all the nuts and bolts are tightened down.
Alright.
How long is that going to take, Kara?
It'll take as long as it needs to make sure it's safe.
That would take quite a few hours.
So
I assume you're
do
doing
we
a
have
full
time?
inspection.
Yeah, she's gonna do a full inspection after the muffler falling off.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure we are in so much of a hurry at this exact particular juncture.
Sure,
Taking
but...
time, Kara, I'd rather it done correctly than quickly.
Yep.
And I will proceed to, as long as that takes Kara, the entire time, I'm just making the entire side of the road just filled with little flowers.
I guess we should, I don't know, restock our supply of forage and things. Let's see how that goes this time. This is probably going to be a bad idea.
I might be able to help with that.
Okay.
Oh, hey!
So, tell me what you do while you're out foraging.
I
Where
fish.
do you head?
If there's a water supply nearby, I fish. If there is not, then I am gathering berries and edible roots and things.
Did I say that in time to give advantage so you can go crit fishing?
Well, that's the thing with Natural Explorer. I kind of get crit survival anyway if it's a success.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Actually, all of us do. It's a party-wide thing.
Whoa.
Yep. All right. So you'd find
Oh.
several large, well, you wouldn't find, you'd catch several large fish.
It was this big!
So if Berkrin hears that you're doing this, he'll also bathe.
Oh, that's a first.
Downriver from where I'm fishing. I don't want my fish to taste like dwarf.
Yes.
Gah.
Well, yeah. Okay. I think
Or
just like
Dwarf
Or
fish.
see his fur bulge. Hey.
Ooh.
the worst thing about that is you don't realize it's hiding a tail. Why? Why do you do this? Yes.
Well, you have
So-
killed Thatch.
Excellent. All right.
Which,
This floor is really cold. Actually, I'm really not sure I can get up again. I'm kind of stuck.
Oh,
I don't think any of us can help
You're
you.
not helping!
Help, Kitty, help!
nope.
The elf is falling and he can't get up.
Jesus.
Ow!
Oh, God.
Don't wake
Oh,
mom.
no.
Don't wake mom.
They're all the way across the house. We're good. Ow, my back.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so back to what I was saying is, he's not particularly modest, so it wouldn't be hard for anyone to catch a glimpse of the tail if they were paying any attention.
I'm pretty sure eyes are being averted.
Right. The dwarf is naked and everybody's worried about his tail.
Is that the front or the back that I'm seeing here? You know what? I'm fine.
Oh, God.
You want to see me, Warhammer? Just remember, the dwarves delve too far and too deep.
All right.
That was my last date night.
She must have been a real Balrog.
Okay, refocusing. Is the vehicle fixed? Can we go?
I can't breathe. Oh, that was glorious. A D20.
So yeah, the vehicle would have been fixed. You guys actually continue on for several more days with no more issues.
Oh, wow. I think I'm done trying to drive after breaking it, though.
I think it's important that you actually learn, so I will be more hands-on helping you from this point on.
Okay.
So you guys travel another 18 days without
Oh, wow.
any trouble.
I do have 55 days worth of rations as well for everybody.
Well, yeah, and as long as we're in forest, I can keep all of us very well fed.
Yep.
And better than rations do. So
Yep.
Bet you glad you took me along, huh? Huh?
Oh,
Huh?
chat.
I am definitely enjoying the fresh fish whenever that's available.
You guys would be able to find all sorts of wildlife food-wise. So just however you want to really hunt that out.
I didn't read chat before.
Yeah, chat's getting a little wild.
It's just our resident unicorn. She's awesome.
I fell on the floor and I didn't read the chat.
Oh my.
Oh my.
So, okay. I need to do one more thing on mine.
What's the weather like? Is it pretty moderate?
Yeah, it's pretty moderate. It's been nice, sunny, couple sprinkles here and there. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
Nice. Berkrin, how's Franklin doing?
I'm not entirely sure what sort of plant this is. It's usually whatever soil is native to the area. So whatever this becomes, we'll see. But growing.
She looks beautiful.
Can I identify the plant?
Sure.
What skill would that be?
That would be a
Nature?
survival. Or nature.
Survival? Okay.
Okay. Seeing as I'm not
Can
sure
I
what
add- It's a shrubbery!
Yeah, we're gonna say that you're not quite sure what it is.
Shrubbery!
What?
Yeah.
Well, whatever you grow, Berkrin, I'm sure your mother is proud.
At least where I'm from, the undead certainly affected the balance of things, and until they're gone, I'm not sure how much greenery we'll have again. But someday I'm hopeful we can restore the forests to the Silver Isles. Silverstone Isles, whoops.
Nature tends to find a way to balance itself out, no matter what happens. So I'm sure given time, it'll be just as you want it to be.
Someday. Someday.
Kara, are we there yet?
Yes, because I'm not sure I can take a whole another month of us.
About how far off are we at this point?
Only a couple days right here. And no, you guys haven't experienced a month yet. I don't think we broke down the timetable for these guys before. That's my bad, Ixar. So a week in Orilond is 10 days. A month is how many weeks?
For,
Yeah,
well,
still
I'm sorry. Hold on.
A month
We
is
made this
32
mistake.
days.
We made this mistake before. The month is 32 days. Weeks are 8 days.
7. Well, no, 8
No, it'll be-
days.
Yeah, 8.
Well,
I-
shit,
I-
I just mismathed everything.
I
Oh,
did
boy.
make this clarification on a couple Sundays ago, but I don't think it got through to everybody.
So weeks are 8 days.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys are already there then. In which case...
We've
Just
been
chilling on the
there a
cloud.
while!
I thought it was a week away.
We'll retcon. No, it was 3 weeks.
Ah, okay.
All
So,
right.
so when Nyx
Yes,
asks
we are
Kara if
indeed.
we're there,
Yep, we're here.
Alright, so
where is here?
here you get a fair amount ways up the mountain range, and following the map that Moonridge gave you leads you guys to a cave. It's got a rather large opening, but it's not quite big enough for the van to fit in. And time for the cave noises coming. Where did I put that? Where are my cave noises? That is not the cave noises. Where went the cave noises? There it is.
Oh, I hate caves.
Did I not
Was
have the
that
other
Kara
one?
or Ecom saying that?
That was Kara.
Why do you hate caves?
Many reasons.
It's a
Slimy
deep
things that-
subject.
That's...
Are you just not a fan of holes, or is there something else?
Oh, I'm quite the fan of holes. However,
She was a fan of holes before you. It was quite underground.
oh, it's gonna be one of those days. I see. No,
I agree. It's going to be a fine day.
There are many, many creatures that reside in caves that are not the funnest to encounter, and quite frankly, I don't like being dirty. So,
Spiders. Caves are always full of
speaking
spiders.
of, she's going to give a once-over over her outfit at the moment.
Okay. I assume that's prestidigitation,
Yep.
which is a cantrip for her, correct?
Yes.
Okay. That
Well,
one's
it's a
fine.
cantrip anyway.
Just making sure.
Yep.
So, we don't need to do any extra rolls on that.
Yeah.
Guess
No,
cantrips are safe.
charm person is the cantrip that she has that she can use once a day.
Mm.
Where is my... That's what I need. Alright. So, I guess I need to... Your guys' screen is completely black right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you go
yeah.
up, you'll see things.
Nope,
No.
just became completely black.
Yep, just black. Oh no.
And
there's
now I
some
have a
things.
hole.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my.
seeing some things.
Oh my.
It should have...
Funnest is not a word. Oh, sorry.
It could be though.
Sorry, kinda struggling
mean-
to get it to behave right here.
The way they add words to the dictionary, it'll be a word before long.
Yeah.
Who just flew off the map there?
I don't know. I'm not clicking anything, so it wasn't me.
Me neither.
I haven't clicked anything either. Emphasis on yet.
1, 2. Okay. It's fine. Okay. So, big, scary type cave thing where your van doesn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can kind of see a little bit off to the front and to the left and to the right. Where do you guys want to go?
Remind me, Kara. We're looking for the works of a wizard and a dragon?
Yes,
Actually,
they're
where are we
working
at
together.
time-wise? Before we go on, actually, we should probably take a break now, guys. We will be gone for about 15 minutes, and then we will be back, and these guys will start. Oh, looks like they're delving into a dungeon. See you guys shortly.
Beautiful.
So that's half. We just need to.
And we're back. Alright, so we left off. You guys had just entered the cave, and you see that it splits 3 ways. Off to your right, off to your left, and in front of you. Where do you guys want to go?
Left.
Always left.
Right.
I can scout ahead if we'd like to.
You said right because you want to disagree with us, huh?
Okay.
Who
So we
all
have
here has
left,
dark
left,
vision?
right, scout. We need a tiebreaker.
Actually, why don't we send the Raven through to take a look?
That's exactly what I was going to suggest.
Oh, fine. If you want to be smart
Right.
about it.
Am I unable to grab the tokens? What is this?
Uh-oh.
Are you guys able to grab your tokens?
Yeah, apparently you put them on the layer behind. You put them behind the map.
I
don't
can't
know how
even
the
see
heck you did
tokens.
that. I can't see them either, but I can click on mine.
I can see mine if I click on it, and then I let go, and it
Yeah.
goes, boop, it's under.
That's
I can-
weird.
I don't even see mine.
I can do this thing. I don't know what this is, but I can do it.
That's pinging.
You can ping.
Yeah.
I can't see mine.
We're
We
sending
can
a radar
ping if
down
we
the-
want to. We can leave all your friends behind.
Okay.
We're just pinging down the hallway to make sure there's nothing in there. Hello?
We're using sonar.
Well, we gotta get the sound right.
Would we like to cover more ground? I can scout the way that the Ravens aren't scouting, and
I thought we already
There we
combed
go.
it.
There's that. Advanced.
We ain't found shit.
We just stepped inside. We haven't done anything
Alright.
yet.
I need to know who has dark vision and who doesn't.
Dark vision. I have a superior dark vision.
So that's
I don't lose
120
dark
for you.
vision as an.
I can't recall
I have 'em.
if Dart do or not.
where is that list?
That is
Come on.
Grip. Grip probably does not. We'll give him.
Nobody. He has a bonus on perceptions based on smell.
We'll give him 10.
I do have dark vision. Okay. 60 feet.
Alright. Thatch.
Oh, he does have dark vision.
I might. I'm not positive. I need to check. Hold, please.
Okay. Thatch. Yes, no?
I'm looking through his sheet now, trying to
Okay.
remember where it would be. Probably under the class list listed as a racial. I do not believe Kendar actually do have dark vision. Oh,
I'm
does
checking.
okay.
That sucks. I don't have dark vision.
Yes, Kinder do have dark vision.
I am
Okay.
I am a dark visionless dwarf.
Then I need to add that to his sheet.
Interesting.
Okay, so
Is there 2 Thatches there? Okay, there's
the
2 Thatches
blessings
there.
of extraplanar beings, they give and they take.
Is there a whole bunch of thatch tokens?
There's 2 that I can see.
Huh.
Oh, do I need to put a token down?
You should have a token.
Okay.
This is...
I'm not finding the 5th edition conversion of this race.
How do you spell it?
Let me paste it in there for you. It should be, or I'll just type it. The Idlekin.
Yep, got it.
I'm just finding the Pathfinder version. I had found a 5th edition version and I'm not finding it right now.
Psycho, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't, unless the DM decides I have dark vision because I'm a special case. Yeah, I cannot.
Did that
We're
fix
having
anything for
token
you guys?
problems.
No, I still can't see mine.
Should we drag our own guys out?
I can see all the tokens. And
Yeah.
There's like 2 of me and 2 badgers.
Yeah, see if
Whoa.
dragging your own fixes it.
Oh, and they're all gone again.
Yeah, it's because I
Nope.
am getting rid of... Because I don't know which ones are which here.
So,
So
I, should
go
I
ahead.
should drag new.
Drag new ones, and as they're out, I will fix them up, and then we'll get into things.
How do you
Alright,
drag a new
one's
one?
dragged.
You should right click on them, Pixie, and make sure they're on the right layer, but that shouldn't be a thing.
They were on the right layer.
I can move my guy, but I can't see him.
Should we all refresh and see if that helps?
Might be worth it.
Yeah. Just in case. I don't think it's gonna help, but we might as well try. Hold, please.
Well, when you did it, what'd you do to get it working?
When I did what? Sorry.
You
When
do
you
not
used it.
have it based off of the Gothian blooded, which is Idlekin.
I don't believe so. You can drop that link to me. If you're talking about the Fog of War, I don't use the Fog of War. I use the dynamic lighting.
This should be dynamic.
Yes, that's more or less what it's based on. But I had found a 5th edition conversion of it.
No, this is the 5th edition one from the D20 SRD.
Oh, Barry, I can see things now.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I still cannot see things.
I just dragged my character and it's still invisible.
Not all as
There are 2
Here's what we'll do.
of him.
Just...
Oh, I can see my character now.
Sorry, I keep moving myself around.
Still can't see?
I still can't.
I can.
You guys can see your character tokens?
Yep.
Yep.
Nope. Yeah.
I did refresh. I don't know if that helped or did anything, but
Love, you
I'll
need
do
to
that.
drag a new one of yours.
I just did.
Where'd you drag it to? There it is. There it is.
I can see 2 of them.
Yeah, I click on it and I can't see it anymore.
Because you did 2. Just one at a time, okay?
Well, that's easy enough.
Yeah, so it would have to be DM ruling whether or not I have dark vision.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Nope. No dark vision for you. Psycho, why do you keep dragging new ones?
I'm not.
Someone is.
Awesome.
There's one. There's one.
Yeah, there's 2 on there.
Okay. Now I see the things.
Okay, that is the one that goes.
I casted the spell multiply.
Apparently. Alright.
One's a mimic.
Hey, there's a bird.
Is everyone able to see their stuff now?
Yes, and I can control my things. Yeah, that's my bird. So I suppose what would happen is we walk into the cave and Berkrin just goes, "For every blessing I've been given, something's been taken away. Can you lot see in this?"
Can you not?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry.
Sucks to be you. Here, put your hand on my head.
So, for those of you that can see, what you see right now are really, really smooth walls to this cavern on where you are able to see walls. Various different colors, mainly in browns and yellows, a little bit of red tinge in some spots, really smooth, and water dripping somewhere can be heard. Of course, you hear critters and bats and stuff flying around and making their little noises.
I'd like to actually closer inspect the walls.
Okay. Inspecting closely, I mean, it's uncannily smooth. It makes almost like it was purposely done. That, or it's been there for a very long time and it's very, very weathered.
Is it like, do there appear to be any chisel marks or anywhere? I mean, I'm looking all over,
No.
like the floor and.
No.
Gelatinous cube.
So If that's pretty much something we've decided on, I would send my Raven to scout down the left tunnel a bit.
Does your Raven have dark vision?
Do Ravens have dark vision? It doesn't say.
No.
Well, hold
If
on.
we go off
It's
the
a
regular
spectral Raven.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
spirit companion.
Yeah, so wouldn't it have certain traits that a normal Raven wouldn't?
Well, yeah, it's got a telekinetic link to you for one.
This is true.
Telepathic, not telekinetic. Oops.
I knew what you meant.
You're walking around, you start floating. The bird looks at you, you swear it's grinning.
Damn it, Smoke. I gotta do this again.
What's the name of it?
It's
Spectral
the Sentinel
Raven.
Raven.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's the Sentinel Raven ability if that affects anything.
Checking.
You a Raven Queen.
Yep.
Sorry, folks. We're investigating things that we did not realize we did not know.
Right?
If I remember correctly, it's off the Warlock patron, not the other stuff. Well, it's stuff that didn't make it through the playtest. I still like it, and it's there anyways.
But
I does what I want. Yep, he took off. He realized we were on.
So it's based on the Unearthed Arcana? It says, while the Raven is perched on your shoulder, you gain dark vision with a range of 30 feet.
Nice!
Yep.
so I would assume that means the Raven itself has dark vision, right?
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about that.
Well, then the Raven's on my shoulder right now.
Okay, so
I mean,
30 feet in.
yeah.
10.
Honestly, I would give, from my perspective at least, if the Raven being on his shoulder gives him dark vision, that would in turn mean that
The Raven has it. Yep.
Oh shit, it's right here. I did copy pasta that, and I'm just an idiot. Okay. Here,
Okay.
why don't you say the thing? Look how long that is.
Whoop.
Yep.
Okay, so
Oh, I
Oh
got
my
it.
gosh.
I'll be able to send the Raven in to scout. I would just be essentially blind when I did it. So I will go ahead and send the Raven down the left tunnel to scout ahead a bit.
Should I go down the right?
Somebody just went down the right.
I interpreted that as left. What?
Wait. Oh shit. I guess it is left. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's left for us, not them.
Whatever. Okay.
Stage left.
Directionally challenged dungeon delve.
This is accurate. Berkrin cannot read a map.
I'd actually like to focus on the sound of the water. Can I tell what direction it's coming from?
No, you cannot clearly tell where it's coming from.
So shall I roll perception for the bird?
The burb.
No. He'd fly down, and then he'd come back and say that it ended in a really smooth wall, but there was a crack along the sides, along the left, right, and top.
So the Raven lands on my shoulder, and I look at it for like half a second. I look at the others, and it's like, sounds like there's a trap down that hole.
Well,
Remind me again, Kara, what are we here for?
a book that a wizard and dragon were working on that was about pre-first Skyfall.
And we're sure it's here.
This is supposedly the cave that they worked at together. So, and this was the last place it was known to be.
I see.
I believe I was told that no one's ever managed to retrieve it, so for all intents and purposes, it should still be here.
Very well. And Nyx will pull up the hood over his head of his cloak of elvenkind. Just kind of start looking around and kind of wait for orders at the moment.
Berkrin, why don't you have the Raven go down the other hallway and check that one out before we push forward?
I can, but so you know, without the Raven on my shoulder, I am blind in here. And I'll send it on its way.
And it's
We
going
won't
which way?
abandon you.
Raven's
The
going which way?
opposite direction. The opposite direction that we already went. That it already went.
Yep.
So left instead of right.
Stage left.
And Kara's going to actually grab Berkrin's hand and pull him directly next to her so that she can protect him.
Okay.
Okay.
So Raven flies off, comes back several minutes later, and says that just outside of where you guys are, there's another weird wall thing with cracks around it. And then if you continue on, there's a room that seems to have stuff in it at the end. But it goes nowhere after that.
Stuff in it. Maybe the book's there.
Perhaps,
Could be.
but we can always send the bird forward, and I think this is the smartest method, is to send the bird out to scout for us, since Berkrin can just bring it back if something happens to it.
True.
No use endangering ourselves if we have free scout. 5 miles on the bird.
No, that's
Yeah.
not the range I was talking about.
If it dies, so to speak, then it takes about an hour to bring it back.
Well, that, and once it's 100 feet away, it loses the ability to communicate. And that's something that's been happening really fairly quick.
So as the Raven flies off, I'll just be like, you know, it's really disconcerting to momentarily see perfectly fine and then not see at all.
You know, I can imagine that.
Interesting that.
Eep, eep.
To think on that. Is
Kara's actually going to go and light a torch at this point.
How long would you guys wait for the Raven to return before you continue on?
if
From
it's
the-
more than the other two directions, then I'd start being like,
Yeah, it would definitely be
No,
longer than
wow.
it took the other.
if that direction is so much further, and each of these dead ends, we might want to head down one of these first while we wait for the Raven to return. It
Yeah.
knows where I am.
Then let's head down the one that has the room that has stuff on it. That seems
That would
like the way to send.
be that way on the map.
Yes.
Go, go, go!
Berkrin, go ahead and go in front of me.
I'm going to fly behind you.
Fly.
I have a cloak of the bat.
Mm.
In darkness, I can fly with it.
Oh,
Fun.
so am I going to be the head of the party for this? Because it doesn't look like there's
No.
enough room for people to be. side
No,
by
I
side.
will. I'll be point.
Yep. Kara's going to be in the back with Berkrin right in front of her. Basically have somebody in front and behind of Berkrin so that he can
Oh, that's yeah.
not get raped.
Ooh, sort of
All
cruise
right.
along.
Interesting.
I need to stop placing my token inside Nyx. That's not where it belongs. So I'm gonna try and stick right behind Nyx as Nyx is moving along.
Okay. I will avoid going too quickly and losing track of you. So I guess I'll just continue along.
What's down? Can we see what that is? Are we supposed to be able to see that opening or whatever?
So what you guys see there is what it sounds like about what Smoke had described to you. It's a solid stone panel, but you can see a solid crack going along the sides and top.
Oh.
Perhaps not a trap then.
What is it? I'm gonna go and touch it.
Okay. It's
Kind of feel along the cracks and see.
It's cold to the touch. You can feel air coming out from around the cracks.
I do have my scythe like at the ready, just so we're all clear here. It's like right here.
Yeah, I've got my bow out and ready as well. But
How big are the cracks?
Maybe 1/8 of an inch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez.
I got my bow ready then too.
Is it a door?
No, it's a jar.
Right?
I have a feeling we can break through it.
I'd like
There's
to
something on the other side.
Closely inspect.
Yep.
Okay. Close inspection reveals it's a solid stone panel, save for these cracks around the sides.
Okay. I'd like to pull out my one tip of my chain and start running it across all of the surfaces along the sides of it, and the flagstones right beneath it to make sure that there's no trigger points.
Flagstones.
Well, whatever the floor is.
It's that same smooth stone.
Yeah. Well, I'm applying pressure the entire time to see if there's a pressure plate.
Okay. As you slide your chain along the right side of it, it starts sliding to the side. It's about an inch.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Door.
As soon as I find the spot where it starts to slide open, I'm going to apply more pressure to it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength throw.
Whew, the thing I have a 0 in. Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go, though.
Okay.
Beefy.
So with some effort, you're able to slide it all the way over.
As you're doing that, I'm just like, do you need a... Okay.
And
As soon as there's enough room, I think Nyx is gonna slip through.
And before you guys, you see a small room. It's got a bunch of candles all melted down around the sides, and that appears to be it.
I'd like to go in and take a closer look.
Okay. What are you looking at?
The candles and see if there's anything missing. I'm looking for anything out of the ordinary.
There's a lot of dust there, and it looks like it's been undisturbed for quite a while.
I take a candle.
Please don't touch anything.
Too late. Well, we're not dead, so cool. I walk out with the candle.
Are there any books in here?
No books, just the candles.
I take a candle too.
You don't take
Melted
candles.
down. Like, are they like really low, or are they like half melted? kind of
There's
thing?
a whole bunch of different sizes. I mean, there's some that were like massive, like this big, and from the amount of wax piled up, you can tell that whatever this room was used for before, apparently candles were a huge thing, and it's just it's
Are
almost
there
kind
any
of gross.
desks?
No desks,
No desks, just candles, and that's it.
just candles.
Well, let's continue on.
And what was that for?
Because everybody else was talking and poking at candles, and I moved down the road.
Okay.
I do know that I'm asking this question. I do know if my raven dies, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know.
According to the listing, you get a bonus to your attack on whoever killed it for the next 24 hours.
Oh.
Vengeance comes for you swiftly.
Okay. So what would you guys like to do?
Sneaking down the hallway. Well, technically sneaking as in floating, because bat cloak.
Yep.
Bat cloak.
Seems as though Thatch is taking the front.
Yep.
I'm actually technically either going forward or above Kara, depending on whether she manages to catch up or not.
She could easily catch up. 40 foot hit movement.
But yeah, I say we continue forward until we find that room with stuff in it. Whatever that may be.
I'm actually running my one hand, actually both hands along the walls with my chains to check for pressure plates at all times.
Okay. I mean, it's all perfectly smooth.
There's a bend up ahead. Go and check that. Stop here and look around the corner.
Okay. So around the corner, you see a room. It's got a small desk. It has a whole bunch of bones on the floor and some cloth.
Go look at the desk.
I'm gonna look at the bones.
Yeah. I would try and look at the bones as well.
Bones, you see several different types of creatures. Some look vaguely humanoid. Others you could tell were definitely animals, various different sizes.
Can I inspect the bones to see how they died?
I was about to say the same thing.
What are you doing to inspect?
Medicine.
I'm going to
What are
pick the
you doing
bones
now?
up one by one and
Same.
check for claw
Jesus.
marks, bite marks, decay through magic of some kind.
Okay.
So I will look at like 2 bones and I'll just go, it's not moving around, I'm not concerned, and just toss it back on the top of the pile.
Okay, so you'd notice on some of the bones that, yes, there's teeth marks. It looks like something gnawed on a couple of them for quite a while. There's one where it's been broken through and you can see the marrow's all gone. But they're all really dry and brittle. You can tell that these have been here for a long time as well.
I'm going to check
Anything
the clothes.
Anything interesting on the desk?
You find the desk is empty except for some dust and for some paper that looks like it was chewed up maybe by some mice.
My paper now.
Okay. What was that, Caramottin?
I'm going to check the clothes.
Okay. Going through the clothes, you find a cloak with a lot of pockets on it.
Interesting. And I'm going to just
Well,
put
not
that in my bag of holding.
pockets, but patches.
I'm gonna set my candle kind of in the middle of all of these bones before I leave the room.
Robes don't count against armored movement and unarmored defense, do they?
Don't think
they're
so.
not armor.
Yeah, so
We
actually,
should. Okay. That cloak.
You might want to clean it first.
Are those patches different colors, or do they have different symbols on them?
I'm
Both.
going to inspect it further. What do the patches look like?
There are a lot of different colors. You see a couple of them have symbols on them. I mean, they're dispersed fairly evenly across the cloak.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I'm actually going to go ahead and take a moment and put it on, and as I put it on, I'm also going to use my glamour and for the hell of it, make myself look male. Shorter hair.
I'm gonna call you Cameron now.
I like it, thank you.
Why steal from the dead?
They don't need it. We both give the same answer at the same time.
This
Wait,
Doesn't
certainly
you're
true.
male now. I may have something that goes with your outfit, and I reach into my Kender pouch.
oh
I never did get that table, by the way.
It's okay, I don't remember what it
like
was.
4 times.
I don't remember what I was supposed to roll for the Kender pouch.
This should be a good thing, right? Probably not.
That's just it. It's not a PDF thing.
Kinder pouch time, it seems.
Am I supposed to like roll
In the Discord.
percentiles or something? Ah, okay.
And that is all up to the DM on the results.
oh my god.
He just said it's all up to you, which is not helpful. That's a
Right.
poor-
It depends. So typically, the player rolls a D100, and then you roll a D100 as well to determine what list it goes into. There are 2,339 items in the pouch.
Okay.
D20 or D30?
Womp womp.
Sorry, I wasn't
Okay.
sure what D20 was for, so I asked.
I'm gonna call bullcrap on this. Roll 20 seems to hit 1 a lot. What is the map of? Considering my attention span, that map makes sense now.
I lean over and look at the map, and I'm just like, if for all interesting things, it's pretty useless. Wait, do we know that? Well,
You wouldn't know that. It's just a map with an arrow going. Whoop, whoop.
that's weird.
At least until I decide that something is interesting enough to pay attention to it. Or it does. I don't know. It's a map. Magic.
Yeah, really.
So after leaving the candle in the center of it, I will leave this area.
Okay.
To you for
Bless you.
and you can just click.
Okay.
All right. Are we going down the other path, or are we going forward from the entrance?
On the right side of that pouch thing, there's a tab that says random pouch picks you can click on. and then you can choose how many times it rolls. So that'll help.
Yep. All right. Which way do you guys want to go now?
I'm going straight.
Straight from where you came, or straight from the entrance? Straight.
Straight from the
Actually-
entrance.
Actually, I'd like to check out that other wall since we found that one was not a trap.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
I have an alcove.
Okay, fine.
Ravens.
I listen to reason, aka he probably grabs me by the back of my cloak and drags me with him. And we go this way.
Taking, quite a long time to get
She
back.
does.
Certainly seems a better choice to go down this hall. It took only about 5 minutes for the Raven to get back.
Mm-hmm.
And we can go follow the Raven after.
Fear your bird may be dead, Berkrin.
I should know if it is.
Yeah, just has to concentrate for a little bit. He'll get back.
And then all that.
It's a wall.
It is quite the thing.
My dear,
bird.
What?
did you get your mic fixed?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys come down and you find another slab like the last one.
I'm going to check the right side, like on the other one, and look
Okay.
for Ace.
And again, you find that it does the same thing. It budges a bit, and are you guys gonna try and open it?
Yes, I will try and open it.
Okay,
Can I help?
you can help. So with the two of you, I don't need a roll. Like I said,
Okay.
I'll call for rolls when I need rolls. With the two of you on it, you guys are able to move it to the side, and let's get that open. You've got another small room, and there's just off towards the back, there's a pile of stuff. Again, floor littered with bones.
I would
I'm
like
going-
to search the pile.
Okay.
Yep.
Searching the pile, you find a vial of liquid, 20 gold piece, and a medium, well, okay, maybe, yeah, probably about that big sapphire cut.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so who wants to write this down? He would. So Berkrin would snatch up the vial of liquid and start investigating it.
Kara's
Right.
gonna look up.
Could I roll herbalism to see if I can figure out what this is, or do I have to roll something else?
Give herbalism a shot. You need to beat a DC 18 off of herbalism.
I'll give that a shot then.
Or you could try drinking it. You'll find out what it does very quickly if you do that.
22.
Okay, with a 22, you know that is a potion of healing.
This should come in handy, and I attach it to my belt.
Didn't help them much.
I will take this gold. I will just look at the gold, and I'll go like, do we split this, or do I take what? How does this work?
For the moment, go ahead and hold on to it, and we'll divvy up whatever we find at the end.
You
Okay.
you can keep it.
Oh,
As far as I'm concerned, you all can split the funds amongst yourselves.
Money is a people concept.
So Kara's actually going to look up now.
Okay, looking up, you see, I can't remember if it's stalactites or stalagmites.
Stalactites are tight to the ceiling.
So you see stalactites, but that's it. What you think? And then you realize that's kind of odd. You have just stalactites, but you don't have the stalagmites.
Or bat poop. We're in a cave and there's no bat poop.
I'm
You're
gonna
the only
inspect
bat I see in here.
I'm gonna inspect the bones like I did in the other room.
Okay.
Very closely
I'm gonna
examining
poke
each
the
one.
stalactites. I'm
Okay.
gonna take my scythe and poke them with one end of it. These seem strange.
So again, with the bones, you notice that some of them seem like maybe they didn't die naturally. Some of them feel like maybe they died of old age. You can't find any cause for them to be there. But that's it. Nothing looks unusual outside of what you just noticed with the stalactites.
Yeah, so I am poking them with my scythe.
You chip one off, it crashes to the floor. It's really loud, huge echo.
Maybe don't do that again, Berkrin.
Oops.
I'm gonna inspect the fallen stalactite.
Okay. It's rock, same as everything else there.
Can I tell what kind of rock it is?
Rocky rock.
Mountain rock.
It seems like
Classic
a
rock.
mix of marble and other rock types.
I heard remix of marble.
Interesting. I need somebody to keep an eye up ahead and and someone behind me. I'm gonna keep looking up while we continue to go forward. What's going on?
Okay.
I'll push forward.
I will.
I'll be behind.
Stick right behind, or right-ish behind-ish.
Okay. Pushing forward.
So this whole time, Kara's just looking straight up at the ceiling because she's got a bad feeling about the ceiling now.
You don't notice
feel-
anything
And
else
is
with
holding
the
on to
ceiling.
Berkrin's coat since he's in front of her.
Makes me quite uncomfortable that my bird is not returned.
Well, that's why we're gonna go take a look now.
Okay.
I leap into the darkness. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's only dark for you.
I thought there was a
Man.
torch. Kara has the torch. Would you have handed me the torch as you're trying to pay attention
Yeah.
to the ceiling? Okay.
Yes. That way you have vision.
It'll be in my left hand.
Oops.
So is this an unintentional map thing, or is there actually something here that I'm next to?
There's... There. Sorry.
Ooh, side path. Tiki
Have
Kender
I-
going this way.
Have I seen anything strange with the ceiling yet?
Not yet. You hear bats, but you don't see any sign of them. So... But outside of that, you don't see anything unusual,
Thatch.
but it's definitely unsettling because you can hear them.
Thatch.
But
First, be quiet. This is a cave. You echo. Second, there are bats. Is there any way you can communicate with them?
yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Doop.
Oh.
So you're just like, give me a few minutes.
That's one action.
Really? Oh, you can
Yeah.
cast it as a ritual, not it is a ritual.
Yeah.
That's just an option.
Gotcha.
So, listening,
Bats.
trying to reach out to the bats, you feel a few minds there. Very, very primitive. But while they're there, they're not there. They feel very,
don't
very
like-
peaceful.
phased out or something?
Yeah.
Phase bats! Awesome!
Ghost bats.
Na 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 ghost bats! Ghost bats! Ghost bats! It's like double spoopy.
Okay.
Hmm.
Significantly more inconvenient undead ghosts. Ghosts are problematic.
Continuing to the right.
Ooh.
Kara's gonna peek around the corner real quick and speak in Infernal. Please come back to the group.
Oh, I didn't realize we turned. I am now in the back of the group.
So, Kara's gonna take a peek over here.
Peer around both corners here. Still in stealth, mind you.
Okay. Again, a lot of really, really smooth walls. It's especially for you, because I'm sure you've been in a few caves before. It's really, really,
Odd.
it's really bugging you.
Wait a minute. How clean is the floor?
Squeaky clean.
Gelatinous cube.
We're leaving now. Nope, ain't staying in here.
I look
Screw
back
that
up at the
noise.
ceiling.
Oh wait, nope, I'm a Kender, I'm not afraid. Nope, we're not leaving, we're good. I'm curious now.
Ooh, what did this?
I will push forward.
Yep, no, carrying on.
Berkrin's never heard of this cube thing. He's
None
not
of us.
concerned.
Okay,
Nix has
In
never
character.
heard of anything.
in character, none of us probably have.
I probably have.
Okay.
I'm a frontline medic.
Yeah.
Could be.
Okay, Thatch, you find another one of those doors.
Give me a second.
Do you need help opening it?
We're about to find out. Okay, how do I do it? There it is.
Oh,
Okay.
you also could have just said that you.
And then the badger can help.
So what are you
And do
doing to?
nothing.
So what are you doing to open it?
Strength check to just, hook something in the crack and pull on it. Probably one of the daggers I have,
So
since I've got like 6 of the stupid things.
the rest of the group looks at you. What's a strength check?
Oh, I rolled that ahead. My apologies.
Well, that end. You said strength check.
Good point.
Said it in character. Why would we need to check our strength?
Let's see if we're strong enough.
Now the real question is anyone noticing that Kara's not with the group anymore?
I haven't noticed.
I have.
I would have noticed, I assume, because you were holding onto my coat, weren't you?
Uh-huh.
Now you're blind as a bat.
No, he has a torch.
She gave me the torch. If you it's like a minute or two later, and I'm like, Kara, and I look behind me, and I see
Down
no
here.
You guys would hear echoes
Kara.
both directions.
Oh, other path. Whoop.
I'm gonna look back up, and then look in front of me.
Okay, looking up, you don't see anything unusual for what you've started noticing. It seems to be the norm here.
What about in front of me?
I mean,
I am going to pry that door open, by the way.
okay. As the Kinder and being smaller, you will need some help to open that.
I figured.
Do you want me or the badger?
You'd probably take both of you.
Well, Nyx also saw what the car was doing and helped open up the last door.
Provided he remembers.
Does he have that much ADHD or ADD?
He's just not observant.
Well, that's true. He did break the car down 3 times.
Yeah. But I'll do my best to help.
Okay, so the group up at the top, you guys managed to get that door open.
Fun.
Let me get this room. Alright, and in there, again, another floor littered with bones. It seems that behind these doors, things die inexplicably.
Literal skeletons in their closet.
Yeah. So the one room where we encountered them that they died of wounds was not a locked room. All the other ones seemed to be locked, almost as if something was hunting them and they all barricaded themselves in and died.
Or they were put in here against their will.
Also possible. Search the room for anything interesting. Move the bone piles around to see if there's anything under it.
Under the bones, you
we'll do no
find
such
what
thing.
amounts to 5 gold pieces and 5 rough diamonds.
Wow.
Ooh.
So, Kara's going to open up the door over here and ask for Berkrin's help.
Yeah, I will
Okay,
help.
with Berkrin's help, you're definitely able to get that open.
As we're pulling on it, I'll say, I'm realizing this torch brings a bit of attention to ourselves. I could change into some form of beast that could see. Less
Okay.
attention drawn.
It's entirely up to you, Berkrin. I merely gave you the torch so that you had a way of seeing.
In this
Certainly,
room,
but I don't want to startle anyone by becoming some thing crazy like a giant spider, and you see what I'm saying.
Choice is yours. Just let me know, and I'll let them know so that they don't, decide to skewer you.
It would be bad.
in this room.
And, yep. I was just going to say I'm stepping into the room.
Okay. So in this room, you guys see, again, it's another room with candles and bones on the ground.
I look up.
Looking up, you see more those.
Stalactites.
Yes. Someone let Mercer know he's not alone with that one. You see
I'm
more
gonna search.
stalactites, but
Mhm.
nothing else.
Alright, I'm going to search for the bones.
I will
Searching,
assist.
going through the bones, you notice that some of the bones are a little bit more recent. They actually have clothing that hasn't completely decomposed on them still. On that particular skeleton, you find a letter that's folded up addressed to Moonridge.
Oh.
You also find on this person another vial of liquid, and this one I need to do a description on. Where is it? A small sphere of thick glass weighs about a pound.
Can I attempt to identify this liquid as well?
What are you doing to identify this liquid?
I could just do herbalism again, yeah?
Lick it.
Okay, and
On
you said it was a
Caramottin, you
file.
hear him say that he's gonna do herbalism again, and you're like, well, what do you mean you're gonna do herbalism?
So
Please don't smoke in the cave.
I will sit down and I will sort of pull out my herbalism kit and see if I can just get a little tiny drop of this liquid and see if I can figure out what it is.
Like a litmus test or something.
Something like that.
You don't notice any change using the herbs with this liquid.
Okay, and you said it was a vial that weighed a pound?
Yes.
I
No,
will,
a spear.
A spear.
Yes, a glass
Sphere.
sphere.
Sphere, like a snow globe.
I will recork it and sort of just look at it and see if I can use any of my general knowledge to figure out what it is. So I'm trying to see if I've seen anything similar to this in the past, or know of anything similar. I mean, how do you describe using your knowledge?
I'm gonna actually put this sphere in my bag along with the letter.
How can you put it in your bag? I'm holding it.
My bag of holding?
I'm holding your sphere. I'm holding the sphere, trying to figure out what it is.
Oh, I thought you were holding the vial.
He just shoves your whole hand in there.
I thought
He just shoves you in there.
She said that the vial was a sphere, right?
No, there's a potion and then there's a sphere.
Okay, so with the
Separate things.
vial,
Okay.
it is where'd it go? It's an orange liquid that seems to flicker.
You guys seem to find all the weird potions.
Yeah, so I would just say, is there any way I can consult my existing knowledge to figure out what this is?
What kind of knowledge would you have of potions? Where would that come from?
Other than the herbalism, I don't know.
Potentially medicine, nature.
Fair.
But how
If
do you
it's-
study those things?
Okay, I feel like there's a breakdown in communication right now. Nature is a knowledge of nature. So would I not be assessing the knowledge that I have to see if I'm familiar with this sort of thing?
The knowledge of that wouldn't clue you into what this liquid is.
No, but it might give me a hint.
Can I take a look at the potion, Berkrin?
Fine.
Taste it.
See, that's why I'm assuming the DM is not giving the Kendar any potion research, because the first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to drink it.
So, Kara's going to closely inspect it, and given her history with various chemicals throughout her adventures and her long existence, does she know anything about this?
Caramottin would know, and she would know that this is a potion of fire breath.
If you would like to breathe fire, that's what this will do. It will allow you to breathe fire for a brief period of time.
I'd rather not. You can give it to someone else.
Spicy.
So she'll go ahead.
Give it to the badger. Fire-breathing badger.
So Kara's gonna go ahead and just hold on to it and walk back to the group, looking up as we progress.
Okay.
So as we get back to the group, I'll just be like, so I'm realizing that this torch is sort of just revealing our location. I'm going to put it out and shapeshift into a spider so I can see just a giant wolf spider. I'll be on the wall.
Could you not be a spider?
I will be back in a minute, guys.
Okay, do you know something else that can see in the dark well?
Owls.
I can't change into something that can fly.
Maybe something that isn't as gross as a spider.
Badger.
I'm open to suggestions.
Badger.
I'd rather not be a badger.
Why not? There's already one that we have two, and they can see in the dark.
I've got a few options, but I'm not sure what isn't gross.
Speaking of Thatch.
Badger. Yes?
Thatch.
Yes?
Here's this. Give it to Grip only if we are in a very, very bad situation, and make sure he does not have a line of sight on any of us.
You want the weasel to breathe fire? Wait, weasel? The badger to breathe fire.
Badger.
Did you just call him a weasel?
I'm sorry, I'm reading if a giant weasel has dark vision. That's why that came out.
You could
Sorry,
turn into
I'm trying to come up with things that can see in the dark.
You could turn into a frog.
Thatch, you
Got
know
it,
fire
got
breath
it,
is,
yes.
right?
Yes, got it. Only extreme danger, no sneezing. Got it.
This is a potion of fire breath. Okay, cone. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Berkrin, how about a frog?
Can a frog see in the dark?
Have you not met a frog before?
I didn't think frogs could see in the dark.
I mean, I'm looking at a panther and it can't see in the dark, and I would have thought it could. So
Actually,
I don't know.
frogs do. It just basic frogs.
Even giant frogs. Dark vision 30 feet.
Something that would be useful in a fight would be nice.
You could be a big frog.
Oh God.
What out of character? What's your CR limitation?
1/4. Apparently, an axe beak is an exception, which is weird because it says I can shapeshift into an axe beak, but it's the CR half.
That's
But
weird.
the table says 1/4.
Giant frogs and quarter. Just saying. So is giant lizard.
I'll be a giant frog. I can do that. So I
Ixar doesn't want to be a giant lizard.
no, I actually kind of wanted to be a spider and crawl on the wall, but it's been denied to me. And
You
a
can do as
penguin
you-
would be helpful here, so I'm going to go my second favorite animal and become a frog.
You can do as you wish, Berkrin. I just not a fan of spiders.
A frog is not the worst choice.
So
Can't
I'm
see
just
as far
gonna.
as the spider, but it can still see. Oh, and it can swim in case of emergencies. I
So
will-
Nick just
I'll-
kind of looks at all the rocks around. Swimming will help here, I'm sure.
I'm just gonna drop this in here.
I will shapeshift into a giant frog. And so Berkrin sort of just shrinks down a bit, so he's like 3 feet tall instead. But he's a frog that is, you'd probably call it like an albino frog, but for some reason there's fur on the back of it. And he just sort of tilts his little froggy head like,
Gross. I've never seen an animorph in real life before.
Ixar. Once you get to CR half.
So some other day, I'm sure that'll help. But not right now.
You can turn into an albino penguin at that point.
That'll be fun, but yes.
And they have blind sight.
Yes, so I am currently in the shape of a giant frog, and I can just hop around.
Okay. You might want to move your token closer.
I was trying to figure out what had dark vision. I'm sorry. Berkrin.
So, for the DM's knowledge, Kara gave Thatch the fire breathing potion to give to Grip in a time of need.
I don't think I can talk in this form, so only one of you can talk to me sometimes.
Me.
Is there anything in this corner that I'm up at?
Hold on.
Oh.
Nope, that is the wrong tool.
How big is this fucking dungeon?
So,
Who knows?
this one you see a much more intricate door. It is an actual door.
I will,
Everyone?
in my froggy bit, I'll like tongue out onto somebody's shoulder and sort of shake my head in the direction of Kara, like.
Yeah, don't. I liked him better when he was a dwarf.
So.
Okay.
Is it locked?
I'm not sure at the moment. However, Berkrin, you still have no connection with your bird?
I don't think I do, right? Connection has not reestablished, so to speak. Hello?
Pixie.
What?
Am I connected to my bird again yet, or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
Capes shakes his froggy head.
Thatch and Nyx, since you two are capable of easily hiding yourselves, I would like you both to scout ahead. Do not open any more doors. I want to see where the Raven is. However, also please keep an eye up on the ceiling. I have a very bad feeling. I don't want to open this door until we know what's further up ahead.
Radio. I'm leaving the badger with you.
Okay.
Sure.
So,
I keep my hood up and stealth mode down this way.
how high is the ceiling?
It's a ways up. It's a good 20 feet up.
Cool. I fly up there and go stealth while scouting. It's cloak of the bat.
I cling to the shadows as best I can, as whatever I can find to kind of keep myself hidden.
Okay.
So are you going in this door then? Is that what I'm understanding? Farah?
No, we're staying here and letting them scout ahead since they can do it quietly and quickly.
Okay.
If they see anything, they should immediately come back and let us know. So.
Berkrin thinks to himself, those two? Huh. But he can't say it.
Okay.
Oh boy,
So-
I've been presented with a choice.
So while they're going ahead and scouting, I'm going to run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
I guess this way then. Every so often
You
I'm
guys would have been
scanning above my
gone
head.
for quite a while at this point. These are not 5x5 tiles.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What are they? What size
they-
tiles are they?
I haven't figured out the way to properly size it, but it's not 5 feet. I mean, this is a massive miles upon miles system.
Oh,
I haven't figured
Wait,
out
so
how to-
how long have we been in here?
Hours.
oh wow.
You've probably already been in for about 5-6 hours.
Okay, Kara's gonna actually start building a fire right in the center area. And how long's it been since Berkrin had his dream?
It's been quite a few days. Unless you decide that you were gonna continue sending that dream each night.
It would basically every night.
Okay. Yeah, because I tried whispering back and for some reason it couldn't find you.
Okay.
So.
So Kara's actually gonna speak to Berkrin's mind. You might want to switch back. We're going to build a fire now.
Can I respond to that?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we building a fire now?
We've been in here for about 6 hours, and it's time to make some food.
Okay, and you other two, what are you doing? Oh. Alright, next you find another door. Like the ones previously.
Like one of the stone ones?
Berkrin shifts back and he just goes, next time I'm just going to be a spider.
Spider.
But this is one of the stone ones that we've opened before.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and open it the same way I saw Kara do.
Okay. This one slides really, really easily.
Ooh. I will enter.
Okay. Looking around, it's clean. There's no bones on the floor here. There's not even dust.
I will leave
Okay.
and see if I can close the stone door somehow behind me.
And it slides back into place easily.
Continue on in this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making dinner. Or whatever meal it should be at this point.
How long has it been since we split up from the group?
Do you have anything that helps you keep track of the passage of time?
Probably not.
You don't know.
Cool. I'm gonna be lost for days. Let's see. Do I have anything? Nope, I don't know anything to help me out here.
Okay.
Just realized I had that, and I should probably use that.
Continue this way then.
After a few hours, I think we'd probably, and after eating, we'd probably wind up looking for him.
Okay. Give me a moment. Double check some info real fast. Okay.
I
So
noticed
you
no one is
would
following the directions so far.
you would feel the presence of an aberration, as well as the presence of a dragon.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Oh, lovely. So, that wouldn't freak him out, because he doesn't scare, but it would... Thatch would decide that that is a good, useful information for everybody else to know, so he'd head back.
Okay. That'd probably take you about 2 hours to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So about the time we get about here, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look up.
You still see... You see nothing unusual for what you've been experiencing here so far.
So, somewhere in these caves are aberrations and a...
Wait, are you coming back to us at the fire and saying that?
No,
At this point, you've gone looking for us.
yeah. And I said that a couple minutes ago. After a few hours, we would have wound up coming back, going to look for him.
I'm completely lost on the passage of time, just so everyone's aware.
So am I at this point too. But I think that's actually kind of fun with this dungeon. How the passage of time is literally
Wonky as crap.
Forever.
So I would be going with Kara and I'd be like, do we shout for them?
Shouting is a terrible idea, especially considering what's supposedly down here. No. Do I know which direction that he would have gone down, or they? Everybody. Oh, everybody's with me. Okay.
Everyone except for
Yeah. Nix. Do we know which direction Nix would have gone?
Unless some sort of marker thing was left.
Yeah, I mean, I was being stealthy. I wouldn't have left anything behind.
Yeah. So we have no idea where you are.
Well,
Great.
actually, I'd like to look for Nix's footprints.
You would see any sign of footprints. The floor, once again, pristine, clean.
Not even dust. Which, as a ranger, worries me a great amount if I was one to be prone to worry, which I'm not, so.
26 to look for something that would hit Ornix's.
Nothing. I mean, it's almost clinically clean. I mean, Giles could probably, if he was still with the group, operate on someone on the floor here.
I want to do a test. I want to take my water skin and just drip a little bit out onto the floor.
It pools, and then it evaporates away after a few minutes.
Whoa.
Well, maybe I have something in my pouches that'll be helpful.
Yes. Pull from the couch, young one.
Okay, where did I put the table? There's that table.
I told you I was going to be using this a lot more.
Yep.
I also sent you a direct message with the randomized.
Okay. That should have been a D4. Let's reroll.
And there's the D20 for the magic adjustment.
Hello? Why didn't it do the thing?
You mean a D30?
Oh, is it supposed to be a D30?
Why would you have
D30
magic
if it's
adjustment
magic.
for your pouch?
You told me that the pouch, since it summons things, ends up with the same magic problems that Orilond for all magic has.
That's right.
So it'd be a
Isn't that
D30,
what
wouldn't it?
caused that portal disaster in the first episode?
Yes.
A Kinder pouch?
Yeah. You pulled out 3 orbs from it.
Yeah. Oh, no, actually, that was my
27. So that is a good outcome.
yeah.
Roll
Now
1d4 now.
that was my bag of tricks, is what did it.
Roll a d4. Alright, so if you want, one of the other characters are actually able to pull from your bag.
Wow.
I'll just be like, what on earth is in this bag? And reach
Nope.
aside and pull.
Nope. Kara gets to pull from the bag. She's one of my favorite people in here.
Okay.
You pull it away from me.
Carl will go ahead and be like, oh, I've always wanted to do this, and reach in.
Okay,
Oh boy.
you need to roll as well. Okay, so we have a 44 and a 26. 4. Alright. So that pulls out a whole bunch of different breadcrumbs. And Caramottin pulls out a blank scrap of parchment stained with berry juice.
Oh.
That does remind me, though. I'm interested where my friend is. Does the map of interesting things point the way now?
It does indeed.
Ha! Follow the map.
You have found me.
I follow the cartographer.
Follow the map. Follow the map. It's the map. It's the map.
Gay's able to see him on the area. Yeah, go ahead and
Yeah.
peek. This is you shouting, I'm here!
I told you they wouldn't follow the plan, Kara.
You know, you're not wrong.
Technically, I did follow the plan because I came back when I sensed something bad.
And he didn't open any doors. He had
I
no
did
doors.
not open any doors.
I'll admit I forgot some of the plan. I may have opened a door, but I closed it, so we're fine.
You know, it's bad when the Kender follows the plan, alright?
Here's a question. Have either of you been looking up?
No.
I was up.
Not for a while.
There's literally no way for me to lip up further. I had to look down.
Car's gonna look up.
You'd still see nothing out of the ordinary for the space.
Why are you so afraid of the ceiling, Kara?
Well, for one, we are in a cave, and typically when things are in caves, they like to drop down from above.
But only bats and things. They won't bother us.
In caves.
It's the only thing I've seen.
That might be the only thing you've seen. But you're a little pup. I have toenail clippings older than you.
I mean, probably. You're probably somebody's grandma by now.
You know, you're not wrong. And excuse me,
Great grandma.
Grandpa.
Oh.
And she just kind of it massages her pecs.
Huh.
I had to stop being a frog, but you're still a man. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat.
I wanted you to be able to actually talk without me having to speak in your mind. It's exhausting.
Well, let's see what's down
I
here.
could have translated.
No, because you weren't there. By the way, she's gonna go ahead and give each of them some leftover dinner.
Thank you.
Traveling on the ceiling again, by the way.
I wanted to do that.
Oh,
we
fine.
and we're moving on,
Spider.
right?
How many times are you able to shapeshift right now?
Twice.
Well, now would probably be the time to do the spooter thing since Nyx is away. Like, in front of us.
Yeah, okay. So
Fine, you can be a spider.
he shapeshifts into a spider and just skitters up to the wall and is like right here, but it's like a medium spider, and it's, you know, just because it's Berkrin, the spider is white.
What am I in front of?
You are in front of another door. Just sloppy drawing happens.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
So,
Open it.
Those of you in front of that open area, let's take care of that first.
Okay.
See a bunch of bat poop for once.
Oh,
There's bat poop and just a couple skulls. Just a couple skulls.
see, Kara, nothing to fear, just bats.
I'm gonna look up.
Nothing up.
I'm going to look all around this little alcove.
Okay. Smooth walls. I mean, no door. Just bat droppings and
I'm gonna.
a couple
Can I check?
skeletons.
Can I check how old the poop is?
As you touch the poop, it crumbles to dust.
Nothing to worry about, eh, Nyx?
As it crumbles, you find 4 daggers, and 2 more vials.
I'd like to inspect the vials.
Okay. Closer inspection reveals that one is a potion of animal friendship, and another one is another potion of healing.
You can keep both of your poop potions.
I'll scoop up the daggers and the potions and put them in my bag folder.
From behind you, you just hear what sounds like. It's weird when a spider laughs. Apparently.
Hmm.
Okay.
Are you on the ceiling?
I'm gonna.
Berkrin?
Is that through checking all the poop?
Yeah, he would have
Yes.
gone to the ceiling at this point.
All right. I'll head back this way. And
Kara, there's something on the ceiling.
Nix, it's
Mhm.
fine. It's Berkrin.
I want to shoot it. I want to shoot it. Can I shoot it?
We don't shoot our friends.
Oh, I am not friends with spiders.
This little
You're
hand
friends with
reaches up.
Berkrin.
This little hand reaches up and just lowers the tip of your bow down.
Oh,
It's okay. It's okay.
Here, Nix, drink this potion of bravery, and he.
yeah, you found it in the poop. I'm fine, thank you.
Nix is not that stupid.
All right, so Carl will go and open up this door.
Okay. You open up the door. The floor's smooth. Just seems spotless. Again, another room with candles.
How old are the candles? Are these ones burnt all the way down as well, or no?
About the same as the last one. No, it wasn't burned all the way down with the last one either. It was intermixed.
Okay. Do these seem fresher, or no?
No.
Okay. I'm like with every room, we'll check in the ceiling.
Okay. Are you stepping in? Are you staying
Yeah,
at the threshold?
I'll step just past the threshold and look up.
Okay. As you step in, the floor collapses underneath you.
How much weight can it carry with that cloak of the bat?
Hold on. You don't even need to do that. She's
Okay.
just going to drop her glamour immediately as a reaction and float using her wings.
Okay. You hear a bunch of rattling and hissing,
Oh,
and a snap, as if something tried to bite you.
I look down.
You see 7 adder snakes.
oh, guys, this is
Yeah.
just the snake room.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, everybody's
Just-
house has a
yeah.
snake room. Let's
So,
just go.
I'm going to check the room more clearly.
My room had a gator pit.
You don't
boy,
see
that's a lot of snakes.
anything else that you can really make out. It, outside of, when you look closer, it looks like it was a very clear cut in the ground for this trap.
This spider drops down next to you and sort of peers inside.
All right. So I'm going to step back out and make sure everyone else is out first before shutting the door.
There's a spider.
Before you shut the door, I wish to ask the snakes if there's anything, if they know if there's anything interesting going on, or how long have they been stuck in the hole.
Snakes don't respond. Just outside
Those
of
are
hungry.
rude snakes.
So hungry.
Those are rude snakes.
Food.
Rude.
So hungry.
As you're talking to them, I just you hear Berkrin
Oh.
just go, Mix really doesn't like spiders, does he?
Should we help the snakes out of the pit? Or are they gonna die in there?
Yes, it might actually be kinder for us to kill them.
That's not quite what I had in mind. We could help them.
They are pit adders, and due to their natural nature, the moment we try to take them out, they will bite us.
And
Do you really want to be bitten by a pit viper? Not to mention, I do have to mention that they're quite tasty.
they don't deserve to die and they're starving to death.
I would like to point out that we didn't really bring a whole lot of food in here with us, and we don't know how much longer we're going to be here, so it's literally easy pickings for you two with a bow.
And it is a kindness because we cannot take them all the way back to the entrance to let them out again.
Maybe we can.
All right then.
Maybe
gonna
we
shoot
can
some
take them
snakes.
out.
How far are we into the cave? How many hours is it back to the entrance to let them loose again? And do you want to let them loose in the cave with us?
How deep is the hole? Is it like 10 feet or is it like really far down?
15 feet.
I really have to ask, why is everybody arguing with the ranger about how of a kindness it would be to not let them starve to death down here when we can't get them out?
Kara's not arguing. Kara agrees that they should be eliminated.
You see a spider sort of crawling down the side of the pit, going down.
Have fun.
I'll take aim with my bow.
Okay.
When I get to the bottom, I will drop my wild shape and cast Thunderwave. Oh.
That'll work. Unfortunately, everything in the cave system's gonna know we're here now. Also, we're all gonna be deaf.
Berkrin doesn't do much thinking ahead. Let's be real here.
Oh Lord.
Alright, guys.
So I'm hoping in the hole, since it's 15 feet down and it's only 15 foot, like, around me, it won't hit anybody outside the hole. That's a pretty normal effect, apparently.
You would have to be directly in the center of the pit.
No, because the cube is from the front.
True.
It's a cube from self.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would have, like, jumped down, so I would have been a little ways into the pit. But, yeah. And I cast Thunderwave.
That's it.
No, initiative.
All right.
Oh, is it not adding them? Are you kidding?
Oh.
I'd say Berkrin would have tried to end up over here, but we'll see if that actually happened.
Alright, I'm not gonna worry about getting initiative on those. You said you went to the bottom of the pit?
I put myself about where I wanted to be. And that's
I have to
Thunderwave
zoom
there.
in for that.
Ah,
And it was a
That does
normal
not
effect.
pan.
DC 12 Constitution.
What?
Yeah, for Thunderwave.
Alright, DC 12.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said he was a very wise druid.
Nobody said that.
Why does it?
Ever.
Alright, I need to figure out how to get this stupid.
I need to do my initiative.
So frustrate. Alright, first one fails. Hello. Second one. Could you just, like, do the thing? Thank you.
Wait, there was a raid and I totally missed it. Hi, peoples!
Second one makes it. Third one fails. Fourth one. Come on, roll 20.
Now, can I do this?
Makes it. So many snakes.
So many snakes with natural 20s.
So I would like to,
That's fine.
That's only 2. Fails.
So I'm going to also, because I cast a spell, use my Circle's Harvest Sights ability.
Wait, did you do the rest of the stuff you need to do for casting a spell?
Yes,
did.
it was a normal. It was a 16.
Okay.
Normal.
I'm going to use my
what was the DC again?
12.
12.
That one
12.
makes it too.
That one makes it.
I'm going to use my
And
Harvest-
one
Harvest.
more.
I'm going to use my Harvest Sights ability to increase the damage by 1d10,
Okay.
which is the only one of those I have per day at the moment. So
It looks like half of them made it.
So they take they
Yep.
they take an
What?
additional 5 damage.
5. So what's the total on that?
The total would be 16 damage.
16 on a failure.
Okay.
Nice.
And if I was hurt, then Harvest Scythe would have just healed me for however many died. there's just this blast of thunderous energy. This seems almost tinted by a necrotic air to it.
Okay.
Tainted. Tinted?
Alright.
Whatever.
And you're on the ground, right?
Yeah, I am roughly where my token is.
Okay.
Unless you would have let me jump further back than that. Either way, I'm fine.
Do we have initiative from everyone else? Click on your tokens and then
No,
initiative.
I have not rolled.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I didn't kill any of them. I'm disappointed.
There we go.
Okay, and let's get this ordered properly. Descending. Okay. So, Armek, it's your turn first.
I don't see kills roll. No. Did you select your
Right.
token?
I
We're hitting initiative.
thought I had. Let me do it. Let me do it again.
There you go.
Okay.
And let me get the badger too. Wherever he went.
If he's not there, you left him behind and he's still at that last door.
No, he's there. He's just under somebody.
No, he's actually to the left of Armek.
Mm-hmm. That's where I see him.
There we go.
Oh, God, Grip. Wow.
He's slow but fierce. All right. So before anybody else goes, I have this.
Oh,
Ranger strike first and strike hard. When you roll initiative, you gain a special turn that takes place before other creatures can act on this turn. You can use your action to take either the attack or hide action.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
I know
Hide.
exactly what I would like to do.
Ambuscade. Okay.
you should hide.
Rain arrows upon the
Hail of
fools.
Thorns. It's
Ooh,
bonus
wow.
action self. The next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, this spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition in addition to the normal effect of the attack. The target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex saving throw. A creature takes
You have-
1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Okay.
You have to make an attack first before you can make a bonus action.
No, you can
That
do a-
being a spell, you do need to.
Well, actually, hold
Roll
on.
for it.
Whoa.
It doesn't work, does it? Because it grants you an attack action or a hide
Or a
action.
hide. It doesn't say it grants you a bonus action.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The ruling is on bonus actions. Are bonus actions at any point in time?
No,
No,
bonus
you
action,
get one
no.
per turn.
Separate thing.
You get one per turn unless it says otherwise.
Yep.
It's
So I
attack,
can only
bonus-
do the bonus action on my turn.
Yes,
Correct.
it's
So,
attack,
right now-
Is
unless
this
the
not
DM's
his
ruling
turn?
Something different.
Is this
Yeah.
not
Fine.
his turn?
Technically,
well, it
it's
specifically says attack action or hide action, so I would
Right.
say
So what he would have to do to make this work is make an attack action and then use Hell of Thorns as his bonus action because would have hit him with a weapon attack.
yes,
Okay.
but a bonus action is its own thing. It is not a part of an attack action. When you get extra attack, it's an attack, not also a bonus action.
Oh boy.
You know what?
This is
Okay.
messy.
I'm just gonna shoot a snake. We can figure it out later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which snake you shooting?
One of the-
18 hits.
One of the ones that made the Constitution roll.
One of the ones that did make it.
So
Okay.
not hurt one.
Alright, roll damage.
So
Yeah,
much is
just
the
click
damage?
on where it says longbow.
okay.
Okay. So, you pull back on your bow, and your arrow sinks into one of the snakes. Just
Excellent.
Armek, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Hold my action
Okay. Thatch, it is your turn.
until someone gets hit.
Yep. Now it's Thatch's turn.
Okay. Now I'm going to Hail of Thorns and shoot something.
Okay. Go ahead, do your magic roll.
Are the snakes going after us all? Is that how that's going?
They can't really do a lot because they're down in this pit. You're down in the pit unless you elected to move.
No, I haven't moved.
Roll
since...
your 1d4.
Yep.
God damn it.
Oh my
What
god.
did I say earlier about the stupid thing rolling ones a lot?
It backfires on you.
Ooh.
Go ahead, roll damage.
Oh,
Except the
Wait,
spell itself only does damage after I shoot.
right.
and after.
So
after
you won't
you
know
hit-
until you shoot and it hits you.
Except
Okay, Thatch.
it's within. Hold on. Except the spell effect is within 5 feet of where the arrow hits, which means it's possible it'll hit him.
That's true. Okay, make your attack though. Oh,
Well, the arrow's gonna hit the snake. It's just somebody else is gonna get nailed with thorns unless they make their dex save.
Am I rolling a dex save? That is a wood on
You're
it.
gonna need to, yeah.
You and any snake within 5 feet of you.
Hmm. Dex save. 13.
Does that beat the DC? I don't think so.
What is your DC? What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 13.
Okay.
I made it.
Which isn't
Yep.
beating.
And 5, the attacker wins.
Yeah.
Wait, attacker wins, yeah.
Yep.
No, because it's meet or exceed the DC. That's the
Yep.
description of spellcasting.
Yeah, that's the ruling.
Okay.
You have to meet or beat a DC.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, roll damage.
I'm just doing the damage straight as a die because I don't know how to make it roll the damage from the spell.
You click where it says longbow.
Oh dear.
Oh, the die. The
That's
die
for that's for the
does.
spell itself.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
That's
that
for the longbow.
so that damage is completely negated from the spell.
What the ever-living crap is up with it with rolling ones?
Attunement.
Hail of Thorns
Attunement.
burst out, but they're like noodles.
Okay. Were you shooting the same snake? A different snake? A damaged
snake.
Same snake. Okay, so that's 10. Okay. Caramottin, your turn.
Okay. Also, there's that.
Also, there's.
Is there one within
What's
10
there's that?
In Discord.
Okay. I can't.
I've
I've got stuff up. I can't watch Discord.
It's not an opposed check.
No, that does apply to an opposed check because you're going.
No,
Okay.
no debates right now. Just do
Yeah.
your thing.
Anyhow, Carl, fly to where she's 10 feet above these two snakes here, and make one attack with her jaded chain.
Okay.
That's not supposed to be with advantage.
Okay. 8 does not do it. So your first attack goes. It sinks into the ground next to the snake, and that's it.
Okay. And then I'll make my second attack with it. Nope.
Oh man.
Your other
So-
one sinks in the ground right next to your first one.
And that's it for me.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Nix, your turn.
I don't really want to invoke the blood maledict or crimson rite or anything on this, so I'll just take a longbow shot at this guy.
I did say the
It's
ping, if
not
you could ping
supposed to
again.
be. Oh, this guy.
Okay.
Wasn't supposed to be with advantage either. Whoops.
8 still does not do the thing. What's with these 8s?
Nope.
So, you draw your bow, your arrow just flies wild. Okay.
These snakes are impossible to kill.
Berkrin, it's your turn.
So Berkrin's going to use his bonus action to cast Nature's Reclamation.
Okay. Go ahead, roll
Whoa.
a d30.
D30. Hot damn.
Awesome.
Hot damn.
Alright. Go ahead and cast your spell now.
Yeah, so he
Let's
enchants
see.
his scythe
Bonus
and
action.
proceeds to.
Do it
Attack.
twice.
I do it twice.
You do it twice. Doubles.
Oh, so it doubles the effect,
Mm-hmm.
or
It doubles. So it's gonna be double damage and double effect.
Oh wow.
delightful. Okay. Well, he casts it on his weapon, so it's a buff. So.
So it's gonna be double buffed.
Double
Yep,
buff.
so it does 4 additional damage.
17
So plus
to
4 to hit which
this
one?
one.
Can you... That one? Okay.
Mhm. And demise. At least I think I hit it right. Sorry.
So, as you bring your scythe down, this weird looking spider holding a scythe swings...
Oh no, I had to come out of the spider
Oh.
shape to cast the spell.
You did. Okay. You didn't say that.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
did.
when
missed
he
it.
dropped down to do his thunder wave, he dropped out of it.
Okay. So, you take a mighty swing on it, its head just lobs right off.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I will prepare to attack again next turn.
Are you having Grip do anything on this turn?
Grip is staying up top.
Grip is staying up top. Okay. Now we've got this unfortunate situation where we have one person down in the pit, so this one person is going to be the target of all the things.
And this is why I held my action.
Because we may need healing.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh my god.
Alright.
Here we go.
That is an angry adder.
I failed to save.
Wait, hold on. Aren't you a dwarf? Or some kind of dwarf? Don't they get like something for poison?
No.
Hmm.
We have advantage on saving throws versus poison, but I'm a weird dwarf, so I don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say you are
So-
a weird dwarf.
I'm not understanding this roll here.
Well, doesn't the snake do 1 damage and then it deals its poison damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you did 10 damage, then you did 12 poison damage. For a total of 22 damage.
That doesn't seem right.
That doesn't sound right. Should be
3d6.
to hit is 1. It's piercing damage plus. I think it's supposed to be +1, not +10.
No, it's not +10. It rolled 3d6 for the poison. Is it supposed to be?
Yep.
It's
I think
yes,
it
that
rolled
is
3d6
3d6.
twice.
It is 3d6 for the poison.
It's a crit. Yeah, it's a crit.
Oh, true.
That's right.
Twice.
That's right.
Yeah, so that is
Yeah.
23 damage. One piercing and 22 poison.
Yep.
Ah!
Oh boy.
You feel poison just coursing through your body right now. It's really painful. It burns.
Oof.
All right, so that's.
I'm gonna die.
I'd like to point out that now Amric's hold would actually take place. Because
Okay.
he was holding until...
As a reaction, yeah.
Okay.
Well, he was holding an action to cast a spell, but what was the prompt for casting the spell?
Someone being hurt.
So he's casting something as soon as I get hurt.
Okay.
Yep.
So you need to roll a d30.
And I'll be healing as soon as you're done.
Well, since as soon as I was attacked, it would be the first attack, and then you cast it. So before the second attack goes through, what are you casting?
I'm casting Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
You can't hit me. You're too far away. It's a touch. If you want to heal, you can use Healing Word.
Yep.
That's the only ranged heal.
But you need to do the D30 and the D4 first.
Healing Word.
Yeah, so you gotta do a D30 to see if it's normal or super effective.
Or
Or oh my god, it fell.
Worse.
Someone's dead.
19, so it's
19.
normal.
I believe it's normal. Let me make sure with my...
Yeah, because you modified the
No,
thing.
this is
so
favorable.
Okay, so good effect, right?
Yes.
So a D4?
Yep.
2d4.
1d4
you're rolling
right
for the
now.
effect. You're rolling for the effect, not the healing.
Mhm.
Whoops.
Slash R.
Try that again.
Oops.
3.
Alright, so another person is now able to cast that as well. Caster's choice. But only for this round.
Another person, not you, to be clear.
Only for this round.
Mm-hmm.
How about kill?
Okay. Now go ahead and roll out the rest of your spell.
It's second level, so it's 2d4 plus whatever.
So what do I need to roll for this?
2d4
2d4 plus your spell casting modifier.
Well, hold on. I think Psycho's rolling the healing first, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
10 hit points.
Okay.
isn't that quite decent? And it can Keol cast it immediately?
Yes.
So Keol gets to do whatever Keol's going to do.
Which is another.
Another 11? Am I healing?
Alright.
You're healing me
Oh,
again?
wow.
Stupid snake. Well, the second attack is a hit, but not a crit.
Yep.
Yeah.
That doesn't help the poison, by the way. It just makes it so you may not die as fast.
Yeah, I'm not poisoned. It's just it was poison damage, so maybe okay. It's 3d6 poison. I didn't
Alright.
realize they had.
So, with the second snake, you take another
Well, there
12
goes that
points of
healing.
damage.
Does he have to do another con save?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yep.
I should actually make the save before I just take all the damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
21
You know, like-
saves, so you take half of that, you take 6 damage. 1 piercing, and we'll say 5 poison.
No.
I am confused with this attack.
Why? It's a snake biting, and the bite deals 1 damage, and then the poison deals the rest of the damage.
Right.
So
So
it's a continuous effect.
Oh, it's
Right,
at the start of
until it's
each of
saved.
its turns.
Yeah, but it's a different one biting, so it's more poison.
You can't be poisoned by the same thing multiple times, though.
But this is also saying 1d6?
3 1d6 poison damage.
The 3 would be the average damage.
Oh shit,
That's
that's
u-
right. So it's
that's
not dealing
usually-
3d6, it's dealing 1d. No, it would have to be 3d6. No?
No,
it is
it
dealing 1d6 because the average of a d6 is a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not dealing 3d6, it's dealing an average of 3 damage with a d6.
Yeah.
Is that just weird input issue or what? That's weird.
I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused looking at it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 1d6 per turn unless they save.
Mhm.
If they save, it's no poison damage at all.
Okay.
Hmm.
Next one's on. Good thing is, a good deal of them aren't looking great. You're just down in all of them.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
12 misses. Awesome.
So am I only taking... How much damage am I actually taking if that's only supposed to be a d6? But by the way.
it would still be half, but I believe at we'll go with a 3, so you'll take 1 damage. We're not sure
Yeah,
what's been going on
Mhm.
with the rest of it before.
Here's the copy pasta of the bite. So it is 1d6.
And it doesn't say that they take half as much. It's you just either make the save or you don't.
So I would only take the 1 piercing then. Yeah.
Okay.
And then miss, and then I guess another
Next
snake.
one. Yep.
Oh my god.
Really?
Oh my god.
Okay, so we're all rolling 1, and the NPCs are all rolling 20. Got it.
Have you played D&D? This is a thing that happens. It's not like I'm fudging. You guys can see this here.
Oh, I know.
I saved.
You know what?
She reprogrammed roll 20.
So since I saved, I take 2 piercing and no poison.
Yes.
They're literally poking me to death.
This
That
is
was
this
the
is an
third
entire
snake,
thing.
fourth
These
snake.
snakes just. Who was it?
Snakes.
Who had their mind linked to
Mist.
them earlier?
Me.
Mist.
So one
You
more
hear them muttering in frustration if you did not cut off that link.
I did not.
Okay. All right. It is now back to the top of the turn order.
Oh.
Armek.
I'll be like, thanks.
How bad is he?
He's,
I'm fine.
Oh.
He's
I'm
played
fine at
in
the
a
moment.
few places. A little bit of green stuff oozing out.
I don't got nothing for that, so I'll hold my action for the same thing.
Okay.
I would have been dead by now.
That's fair. I'm a sturdy guy.
Thatch, your turn.
I will shoot at something.
You will shoot at something. All right. Oh, this thing comes into effect now, huh?
Uh-oh.
This thing comes into effect now.
No, we
Okay.
already did that earlier. The
Yes,
Hail
we
of
did.
Thorns. Hail of Thorns.
That's
is already been
one.
done.
It's only one
It's
round.
one
It's
round.
not consistent.
Yeah, I'm used to stuff that's multiple. That hits. Choose your target.
Oh, wow.
And which target?
Hold on.
Just
Bring
ping
the thing up again.
that one.
That one.
All right, and
That one.
hello, not that. All right, so with that, your arrow flies from your bow, goes right through its eye.
Ooh.
Pung.
Hello.
Are these
eye.
safe to eat?
If you don't eat the head.
Fair.
Okay.
I'll be sure to aim for the head on the next one too.
All right. Next.
Okay.
Car-
Car is going to attack this one right here.
Okay. It's another 5 piercing. It's hanging in there.
I'm going to make a second attack with the other end of my chain.
Okay.
Oh,
14 hits. Go ahead. Roll damage. Same or different?
Same one.
Okay. So with that, your chain blades slice through it. It's torn into like 3 pieces now.
Whoa, nice.
And then I will use my flurry of blows on the one next to it right here.
Okay.
Using the chain.
ooh,
Oh, wow.
oh.
Okay. And with that, how does Flurry of Blows work? Isn't that
Basic.
right?
You spend a key point, and as a bonus action, you make 2 additional unarmed strikes.
Yep.
So to do an
Or
armed
with,
strike, you
monk
have
weapon.
to be down in there, right?
It's
I
unarmed
can use it
strike
with
or
my
with
chain.
Okay.
yeah, it's unarmed strike or a monk weapon.
Ah,
Just want to be sure on that. Okay, and it was this
Yep.
one. So that is another one down.
oh
That is
wow.
2
Alright,
of them.
and
Just
then
shredded to pieces.
with the other end of my unarmed strike, I'll throw the chain out fully at that one.
Okay.
Are you trying to pull it
15
to you?
hits.
Mm-mm.
Alright.
7 damage.
Nice.
With that, it is now Nyx's turn.
All right.
Sorry, I was gonna. As soon as that turn was over, was gonna mention I should have rolled a concentration check on my spell when I got bit.
Oh. Yeah, it would have been for each time you got hit.
So that's 2 bites. So 2 DC 10 Constitution saves, which I have an advantage on because I have Warcaster as a feat. Do I have that yet, or am I getting that shit?
That's level 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you have feats yet.
Nope, that's my intent. I was gonna get Warcaster. Well, everybody knows. Everybody knows the plan now.
If you make it that long.
So first one is a success, and the
Yes.
second one.
It's a success.
There
Okay.
you
Concentrating. Sorry for the
Nice.
interruption.
That's fine.
Good call. All right. So for my turn, how far down is it? 15 feet, you said?
Yep.
Could I make it down there safely? If I like hop down?
I'd roll. Yeah. I mean, you're 6 feet tall for one.
Mm-hmm. Because I'd like to go down there if I can.
Okay.
You said you want me to roll for it?
Well, what are you doing?
After I do that, I'm going to take a shot at this guy.
Okay. $21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Awesome. 8 piercing.
Okay. With that, your arrow flies through, and then again, right through the head, just thunks it stuck to the floor.
Nice. And that will be my turn.
Okay.
I just wanted to give the snakes another option so that Berkrin didn't get ganged up on again.
Okay. Berkrin, it is now your turn.
I will step up and attack this snake here.
Okay. A 7 does
Ooh.
not hit.
Just dicks
Especially
into
not
the
with a net 1.
So
Ooh.
you step up, and as you step, the floor is slippery with all the venom and blood from the snakes around you. You slip and fall on your butt.
Oh. Berkrin, no.
Not prone, just on your butt. Okay. Grip gonna do anything? Grip staying back, right?
That-
Hello, Grip.
Yeah, sorry. Grip's just gonna stay back. He doesn't feel like jumping down into a deep pit full of snakes.
Okay. It is now then Snake's next turns.
At least it's only snack,
That
and
is
not
the
snack,
wrong
snack, snack, snack,
thing.
snack, snack, snack.
Well, yeah. Hello? Where'd my roll go?
Oh.
Okay. Come on, roll 20. Does a 9 hit?
Me? No.
Alright. Other snake's turn. And this one is going to be going for Nyx.
Mick.
Does a 15 hit?
Yep, that's a hit.
Alright.
15
So
hits.
that's-
You shouldn't have come down here. No, I'm kidding.
So that's
Con save.
but that's one piercing first, right?
One piercing. And then
And
con.
Y'all came to the wrong neighborhood.
Nope.
Okay, so you take 1 piercing and 10 poison.
All right.
Come on, Nyx. I'm used to taking a beating. You shouldn't be down here.
I figured you'd be able to take care of these guys faster.
Okay. With that, it is now Armic's turn.
Me too.
Wait, shouldn't that have actually only been 5 poison? Because that would be the highest roll of those 3d6s.
What?
Then you still have it as 3d6 damage.
And it's supposed to be 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
5.
So 5 damage, yeah.
So 5 instead of 10? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, it was a few snake to try and catch up on.
Tangle.
It's alright, I'm still looking really bad. So
Well, someone's taking damage now.
I know. So I will do the same thing.
Okay,
Roll
roll a
your
d30.
Yeah, you're actually casting on the person who took damage, which was Nyx this time. Less
Okay,
effective. Yep.
oh man.
go ahead, roll a d4.
One. See, these are always a pleasant surprise to
Okay.
me because I still don't really know how the magic system works. So
Alright, so that is spell depletion. Go ahead and roll your healing. It would only do 25% of it.
Okay.
Less effective.
oh man.
Still be the 2d4 plus whatever, and then
Reduced
that.
after.
When
Yeah,
divided
so-
by 4. Come on.
That'd be like 2.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with 2, because I opened
Okay.
up Notepad, not calculator.
Well,
Then
It would be
if you
like
go 3, it's up 1. If you go 2, you're down 3.
right, and you round down. So
yeah, you're right.
Right.
Down.
So,
Oh, I'm looking a little less awful, but thank you.
Little sparkles just rain down on him. It's like, well, that wasn't very effective.
okay. That
Well-
is now your turn.
Well, hold on. Now it's Armac gets his other turn. That if that's the end of the snakes.
Yeah, because that was his held action.
There's
Right.
still 2 snakes left.
Right. Held action throws me off.
Mhm.
And so it was that's both snakes biting, so there's no snakes left.
Yep.
Nope.
Just checking.
So Armac gets to go again.
Or hold his action if he wants.
Yep.
Hmm.
There's only 2 left.
Bat noises.
Crickets. What you doing?
Is he holding his action?
I think he's trying to decide.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word again.
Okay. Go ahead and do another d30 followed by a d4.
Who's more hurt?
Probably me.
Yeah, definitely him.
Bam.
Okay. Alright, now your d4. That is a 1. Alright, so this one is going to be doubled far as its effect, so the healing will be doubled. Go ahead and roll. Did you do the thing? You did the thing. So that would be 14.
So 14.
How are you looking now?
Oh, I'm full now. Thank you.
Okay.
Back in the fight.
Is that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Thatch.
Pew pew, gonna shoot.
Pew pew shoot.
Pew pew shoot.
This one?
Probably. It's not letting me ping. Yeah, that one, the northmost one.
Okay.
Okay. 17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 7 on that one. Alright. Doesn't look great. It's bleeding all over the place. It's still there. Is that the end of your turn?
So is that Kara's turn now?
Believe so.
Yep. So I will. How far away are they from me?
You stayed at the top, right?
I was right above these ones.
Right. That's. I mean, it's right there.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and use a first attack on this one.
Okay. 21 hits. Go ahead, roll damage. 4. It looks really, really weak.
I'll go and swing at it.
Probably
again.
poke it. Or you could.
The 13 miss.
13 hits. Alright. And with that one perishes. Again,
Nice.
torn
And I'll
asunder.
flurry of-
Oh, sorry. Quick thing. I killed one, right?
You did.
Hmm.
Wait, no, did he?
I believe so.
Not on last turn, on the one before that. I cut off its head.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot to take my healing for that from Nature's Reclamation. So I'm actually at full HP.
Okay.
Okay. So, Kara will then use Flurry of Blows on the other one.
Oh, wow.
Alright. Yep, dead. It's dead. That one
Okay.
just kind of implodes. Just blood guts
alright.
everywhere from that one.
Now we can't eat it.
Alright.
Go ahead and gather up usable meat and.
Yep.
It's gonna fly up and use prestidigitation on herself.
Gonna gather my arrows back.
Berkrin grabs the one that he cut the head off of, and he casts Produce Flame in the hand with it, and is like, will this work? This should cook it. And just stands there for a second. holding fire in the hand of the snake.
Seems legit. Seems legit. Okay. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and end it tonight. We went a lot later than we normally do. Thank you so much to everyone who came through. I'm going to go ahead and get us into our end stuff.
Bye, everybody. We love.
Alright, with that, guys, we're gonna be sending the love on tonight, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. We're gonna go ahead and get a raid call and a sub call in. Well, I look for another channel to throw this over to. Enjoy the credits for a moment. I will be right back in. we're gonna go ahead and take this on over to Katie Cakes, who is playing Far Cry New Dawn right now. I think you guys will really enjoy her. She's got a really great personality and she's a load of fun. If you've enjoyed your time tonight and haven't hit the follow button already, be sure to go ahead and hit it now and turn on notifications so you know next time I'm live. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram at those links. I need to actually get into my dashboard over here real fast. What else? Oh yeah, we have an open Discord if you guys would like to check that out. We mainly do art and D&D stuff in there. We also use settings from Lasers and Liches. That would be the Retroverse, as well as from Mage Press. That would be their Dark Matter. Also, from the Mage College, we use some of their classes. Loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. Be sure to check out all that stuff. It's really, really awesome stuff, and I think you guys will really, really like it. In the meantime, Katie Cakes, be sure to copy the things with the motes that are cutish-ish. And we will see you guys next week when we return to well, not next week. We'll be back on Sunday with Adventures in Orilond. The next Adventures in Orilond Moonfall will be in 2 weeks. But other than that, thank you so much, guys. We will see you guys next time. Have a great night.